Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school football. Tonight, the Kime Company, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing presents the Newcomerstown Trojans hosting the Claymont Mustangs. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, TMK Valley Propane, and Wood Electric. Now, let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
Week 5 of the high school football season brings us to Newcomerstown High School for a Week 5 IVC crossover matchup between the Newcomerstown Trojans and the Claymont Mustangs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Geckler, along with my man Robbie Anderson. And Robbie, another beautiful, beautiful night for high school football back here at Lee Stadium. We were here a couple of weeks ago, and we get to see the Trojans and Mustangs tonight in an IVC crossover game. But you look at these two teams, and both of these teams are very, very similar. They like to run the football. They're a very physical football team. Newcomerstown, they come in at 2-2, coming off some really tough ball games throughout the first part of the year. They lost to Crooksville. They beat Harrison Central. They beat Conotton Valley, and they lost a tough one last week to Toronto. But you look at Newcomerstown and look at the physicality that they present up front. We talked about it last time we were here. Their offensive line is one of the biggest in the area, no matter size of the high school. So they go pretty big up front. Does Newcomerstown, if you look at them, they go 340, 275, 240, 205, and 230. And for a Division VI high school, that's a big offensive line.
And they go as far as their offensive line takes them, Joe. So if they have a great night, then they're going to win the game. If they're struggling a little bit, then, I mean, they're going to struggle with their offense. So the offensive line takes them as far as they can go.
And if you look at that offensive line we just talked about, and you look at their offense, they're averaging 245 yards of rushing on the ground on the season, 10 touchdowns. Only 47 yards through the air, so they love to tote the rock a little bit and give it to their backs. And we know Dom Singer, Mason Sherlosky, Tegan Goner, Tanner Smith is back we saw him get hurt in the Harrison Central game, but he is back. He's 100%. So they've got some weapons. And their sophomore quarterback, J.J. Justice, and he showed me something the last game.
Yeah, he showed both of us something last game, man. I mean, he can throw it. When he needs to come out and throw it, he can throw it, and he throws a nice ball. So I'm really looking forward to that offensive line versus the other defensive line. Who's going to do their assignment tonight correctly all night? That's who's going to win the game.
Now let's flip the switch and talk about the Claymont Mustangs. They come into the game 3-1. They've won the first game of the year. They lost one, then won 2 in a row. And last year they lost this game to Newcomerstown 43-8. This is a different Claymont team, though, this year. And this is the second time I get to see them this year. I saw them against Harrison Central. They impressed me with their physicality. They're up front. They're big. They play through the echo of the whistle, as some people would call it. It's not dirty. They just play till the whistle stops blowing, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It does. And if you look at their playmakers, they got Carson Golick at quarterback, Drayvon Searcy, Braylon Mullen. He is the short yardage guy. They get down first and goal inside the 5. Guess who's going to get the ball? Big number 49. And, they are a very physical team, like I said. They love to run the football, but they will toss it down the field a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is, from what I understand, this is Claymont's best start since 2017. So they're riding high right now. This is a huge game for them. And like I talked about Newcomerstown, they're going to ride on Searcy. They're going to ride on Golick. They're going to ride on Jinx Matzel. All those guys to make plays for them downfield or break big runs off. So it's going to be the playmakers versus the offensive line. Which one's going to step up here tonight?
3-1 as Claymont sits there after this week. Obviously halfway through the season after tonight. Then they get into that gauntlet of the IVC South. And that's when you'll see Claymont and see the improvement they made, and we'll see how they fare against the guys in their own conference with the Garaways and the Ridgewoods and the Indian Valleys and the Sandy Valleys and the Tusky Valley. You're going to see that the next 5 weeks after tonight. So Coach Buddy White has these guys rolling, and has them on pace to get into the playoffs.
You want to talk about those teams and how physical those teams are?
Oh, yeah.
Newcomerstown's going to bring it tonight to them.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to start off, hey, we got 5 more weeks of this, fellas. 5 more weeks of physicality. We're going to go through Newcomerstown first, and we're going to see how physical we really are.
Absolutely. And, of course, the grass field here at Newcomerstown, we got a new vantage point since we were here last.
I love it.
We are up on top of the press box, and we love it up here. The view is great. We can see down on top of the field, and the view is amazing. The airflow, just being out in the open is a beautiful, beautiful sight here. I never really noticed the N in the middle of the field from the press box. You really don't get that vantage point because we're high enough up to where we can see everything. We're actually, we can see the baseball field off in the distance, and this is a great view for a high school football game. If you remember playoffs last year when we went to Garrettsville and we watched Garrett, and we were on the roof up there.
That was awesome too.
And it's a great view because you're almost like you're looking over on top of the field, and you feel like the view is amazing.
And I'll tell you this, for not having rain for gosh know how long, man, this field looks immaculate. Nice green grass. They take care of the field down here in Newcomerstown. But, yeah, this vantage point that we have, Joe, it's I don't think we'll need the binoculars too much tonight.
I don't think so. The Newcomerstown Trojans in all black with orange numerals trimmed in white with white lettering. Claymont out here warming up as well in all white uniforms with the brown numerals, white helmets. So it's going to be a fun night here at Newcomerstown High School. And we're getting ever closer to kickoff, of course, at 7 o'clock between Claymont and Newcomerstown. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, big thanks to our streaming sponsors tonight and all season long. DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Right Mark Roofing, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Kime Company. We're in our Heart Service Quality Housing mobile studios, and, this is a matchup here tonight that I've kind of circled on the schedule. When our schedule came out to see what games we were doing, I'm like, you know what? I think this one's going to be really good because of all the hype that Claymont had around them of how much improved they were and how well they did in the preseason on the scrimmages and stuff. So this is a game that I've really been looking forward to see between these two teams.
A lot of computer points
here
tonight. A lot of computer points tonight. This could skyrocket you up in Division. I think Division 5, Region 17, and Division 6. I can't remember what region Newcomerstown's in, but
Newcomerstown. They are in Region 23.
23.
They are south with Ridgewood.
There's a lot of computer points here tonight, Joe, especially with the teams that each team has beat. So it's a big game for both teams.
Absolutely, and we'll have our Wood Electric pregame show. That's coming up right about 6:30 here tonight. And, of course, you can catch our game live on 99.9 WTUZ and right here on our YouTube channel, WTUZ Big Z Sports. We're going to take a break, come back, and we'll get into the Wood Electric pregame show. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
We invite you to discover Kime Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Kime is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Kime Home Center in Charm or online at kimehome.com. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products, DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC vitamins and minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Harts's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Of high school football. Tonight, the Kime Company, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Right Mark Roofing presents the Newcomerstown Trojans.
Where's our
hosting
cameraman at?
The
Is he right
Claymont
here?
Mustangs.
Okay.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, TMK Valley Propane, and Wood Electric. Now, let's head to the Hartsburg Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
Week 5 of the high school football season is upon us here in Newcomerstown, and we have a good one tonight. The 2-2 Newcomerstown Trojans taking on the visitors, the Claymont Mustangs, who come in at 3-1. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Geckler, along with Robbie Anderson, live from Lee Stadium for this Week 5 matchup. And Robbie, I bring you in, and this is a game that we kind of had circled on our schedule. When Adam Sweski gave us our schedule of games, we looked down through it. We said, oh, man, Week 5, that could be a really good one. And, well, guess what? Here we are already, Week 5. And Newcomerstown playing host to the Claymont Mustangs tonight. And in a matchup that is going to be a matchup of two teams that love to be physical.
Oh, I love hearing that word, physicality. That's what wins you ball games tonight. And the Newcomerstown offensive line, we raved about them when we were here a couple weeks ago, Joe, how good they are. They're physical up front. So Claymont's got their hands full tonight up front, especially with that offensive line.
If you look at the Newcomerstown Trojans, like I said, they come in at 2-2. They come off a tough loss last week to Toronto. They got 2 good wins against Harrison Central and Conotton Valley, and then they lost the opener to Crooksville. But averaging 245 yards on the ground, 10 touchdowns, only about 47 yards through the air with 2 touchdowns. But don't let that deter you from their quarterback, J.J. Justice. And J.J. is only a sophomore, but when we were here a couple of weeks ago, we watched him throw the ball pretty well against Harrison Central. The long passes were there. I mean, he throws a nice, pretty ball, and it gets down the field in a spiral. And he got it done on the ground, too, with his legs at the end of the game to get them that game-winning touchdown with under a minute to go. So be watching for their sophomore quarterback, J.J. Justice.
Yeah, J.J. Justice, he's just the field commander for him. He 9 times out of 10, they're going to hand the ball off to the Zinger or their Shalosky. He's just going to hand the ball off to someone. He's just a field commander. Make sure he gets that snap clean and let everybody else do their magic. So he relies a lot, especially on this backfield and up front.
Now, if you turn the page and go over to the Claymont Mustangs, they come in at 3-1. They won the last 2 weeks in a close fashion. Marietta 12-0. Fairless Falcons, they beat them 7-6, and a really good Fairless team this year. And Smithville and Harrison Central, they beat in week 1. Smithville's undefeated on the season, so they're 4-0 and only lost 27-12. I was talking to Coach Buddy White before our interviews, and he said, we let that game get away in the first 6 minutes of the game because they gave away 2 early touchdowns, and they really fought out of a hole, tried to dig themselves out of a hole the rest of the way and couldn't quite do it. But if you look at their offense, 177 yards on the ground, 139 yards through the air. Carson Golick is the main signal caller for the Mustangs, but they do bring in Nolan McMorrow sometimes as a wildcat quarterback down around short yardage and down around the goal line. So that one's going to be fun. Drayvon Searcy's a weapon, Mason Bailey, and of course the big guy, Moose, Braylon Mullen, a short yardage back. He looks like a defensive tackle playing running back, and he is a defensive tackle because he plays defensive tackle on defense. But if you look at Claymont, they're a very physical football team. They play through the echo of the whistle, not when the whistle starts. They play it when it stops, they stop.
Yeah, I was taught that when I was growing up. You play to the echo of the whistle. If you get that 15-yard penalty or the unsportsmanlike, hey, coach, I was going to the echo of the whistle like you taught me. So coaches rave about that. You block until you hear that echo of that whistle, so you know that you have your block and the running back can secure a touchdown.
It's 6:35 here in Newcomerstown. We're about 25 minutes away from kickoff, and the view, Robbie, that we have this week here at Newcomerstown, we are on top of the press box, which is a really, really cool view, a great angle of the field. We see everything. We're elevated high enough to where we can see the baseball field off in the distance, and we can see down on the field. We can see everything. Great view. Last few times we've been here down in the press box. But man, we ask, let's be up on top and get the atmosphere and get the weather, enjoy the weather. It's been a beautiful day, but a great vantage point from up here.
Yeah, anytime you go to a football game, I like to be sitting up high. As a coach, former coach, and stuff, you can sit up high and be like, oh, look, they're running this, they're running that. So this gives us a great advantage point to see what the teams are both running. And we don't have any blocked views, Joe.
No.
So the only thing that's going to block us is the sun if it comes behind that cloud again. Comes out of that cloud.
I don't know. I think that sun, that cloud's going to be there for a little bit, I'm hoping.
I'm hoping too, man.
It's a beautiful night up here for high school football. Week 5, you couldn't ask for better weather towards the end of September. And a big thanks to our streaming sponsors and our sponsors on the radio side of things, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Right Mark Roofing, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Kime Company, Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and our Heart Source Quality Housing mobile studios. And we are in our Wood Electric pregame show. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and be joined in the huddle by Claymont head coach Buddy White. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports in Week 5 of the high school football season. After this on Z Country 99.9.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Big moments are coming. Are you ready? If you need sponsor banners, graduation programs, or yard sale signs, the East Central Ohio Print Center has you covered. Visit ecoprintcenter.org. And if you've got a new driver in the house, East Central Ohio ESC offers flexible driver's education with in-car training and online options. Scholarships are available from signs to steering wheels. The East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is here to help. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Welcome back to Newcomerstown High School. You're listening to Wood Electric Pregame Show. Joe Geckler in the huddle with Claymont head coach Buddy White, presented by Simona Bolderon. Coach, the Mustangs improved to 3-1 last week with a 12-0 win over Marietta. Looking back, how do you feel your team performed?
If you're talking about the Marietta game, we definitely weren't at our best. Our defense was, but our offense kept putting the defense in bad situations with the turnovers that we had. But our defense stepped up. They kept them out of the end zone, and you can never complain about a shutout.
Coach, the turnover bug hit the Mustangs last week. How do you as a coach encourage the guys to hang on to the ball better going forward?
Well, if it was a problem, I would handle it one way. But I think, I had to decide whether it was, just something that happened that game, or is that the way that we are? That's not the way that we are. We don't turn the ball over. That was just the game that, our guys just got, we didn't focus on securing the football. So we put a focus on that, but we didn't over-focus because I don't want the guys running the ball scared. Hey, run the ball, run the way you are, just make sure that you have that thing secured. So I'm pretty sure that we'll do a much better job of securing the football this week.
Coach, let's move on to week number 5. How's practice been this week as you prepared for Newcomerstown?
Very, very focused. Newcomerstown's one of those teams that we had circled on the calendar. We knew it was going to be a big game. And our kids, we had a great week of practice. The kids had the details down on what we wanted to do. And now we see if we can execute their assignments.
The Newcomerstown Trojans stand in your way this evening. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here tonight?
They have good size. They are very, very well coached. They do what they do very, very well. And, they impose their will on teams. And, and that's something that is definitely, that we have to be very aware of. They love to come right at you. They have some good skill players that we have to keep an eye on at all times. And they're good, and it'll be a big win for us if we're able to get it.
Finally, Coach, what are your keys for the Mustangs to knock off the Trojans and move to Week 6 in the IVC South with a ton of momentum?
You know what? The one thing we got to do, we got to execute. I'm not sure, I'm thinking more offensively, of course, but I'm not sure how good our offense is because 2 weeks ago against Fairless, we had 5 chunk plays called back, and which killed our drives. And then last week we were sitting there rolling the ball around, and that killed our drives. So if we could, I'd like to see the offense play a clean game to see just how good we are. We have some good people on the offense, have a good line, we have good backs, we have good receivers. We have a quarterback that manages the game quite well. We just got to put it all together. Because I really believe with the defense that we have, if the offense gets on track, then we're going to be a hard out.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck, and as always, have fun.
Thanks, Joe.
You've been in the huddle with Claymont head coach Buddy White. Coming up next, I'll be joined in the huddle by Newcomerstown head coach Dirk Gadd. You're listening to Wood Electric Pregame Show with Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Newtown Mall provides you a one-stop shop for anything you need. You can shop the latest fashions at Kohl's, Maurice's, or Marshall's, get your sporting goods at Dunham's or Dick's Sporting Goods, or redo a room in your house at Ashley Furniture. Find all these stores and more for yourself and experience Newtown. Plus, you can sign up to be a Newtown Mall VIP and follow your favorite stores so you're the first to know sales, giveaways, events, and more. To sign up and to see all that's happening, visit newtownmall.com.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at Bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta Window Fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
Stepping Stone Crafts and More, located on Macaulay Drive in Uricksville, has everything you need to decorate your home or office for any season throughout the year. Stepping Stone is filled wall to wall with handmade crafts, candles, and more. Plus, when the weather gets better, Stepping Stone expands their selection with a variety of outdoor decor. To see all they offer, stop by 1745 Water Street in Uricksville or find Stepping Stone Crafts and More on Facebook.
The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Uricksville, Area 2264, is a proud supporter of local school programs and youth programs, and local police and fire departments. The Eagles welcome you to enjoy live entertainment, kids' Christmas parties, kids' Halloween parties, and family picnics. To learn more about the Uricksville Eagles, they invite you to stop by and see how they are truly people helping people. Someone you know is already a member. 332 North Main Street in Uricksville, 740-922-9084.
5-star quality, 5-star service, 5-star satisfaction. Hi, this is Chandy Salisbury with Riverside Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. We are proud to be the area's only skilled nursing facility with these elite ratings. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Riverside ranks in the top 3% of nearly 1,000 Ohio facilities for outcomes, return-to-home success, and customer satisfaction. With on-site therapy 7 days a week, we help you recover quickly, safely, and confidently. Call me today at 740-498-5165 to learn more.
Welcome back to Newcomerstown High School. You're listening to Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the huddle with Newcomerstown head coach Dirk Gadd, presented by Simona Bolteron. Coach, the Trojans lost a tough one last week to Toronto, 26-16. After looking back, how do you feel your team performed?
Well, we had opportunities that we missed, and that's something that we can't have happen tonight. We dug ourselves a hole, got down 26-0. But what I will say, one positive from that was, our kids kept fighting, and we ended up coming back and actually won the second half. But we just let them get too far out in front of us, and it was too little too late at that point.
Coach, your sophomore quarterback, J.J. Justice, led the Trojans last week with 91 yards passing and a touchdown and 99 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Talk about his growth under center this year.
Yeah, J.J.'s making a lot of growth. We're really happy with the way he's playing. Just being a sophomore, there's a learning curve, and never playing quarterback before also. So there's a learning curve there, and we know that, he's going to make mistakes, but for the mistakes, he definitely makes up with those with the plays that he makes for us.
Coach, we've reached the midway point of the season already, which is hard to believe. How's practice been this week?
It's been pretty good. We've had a good week of practice. Kids seem focused. Claymont's a good football team. We know that we need to be ready for these guys tonight. We're just looking to get better every single game. We've been in 4 dog fights really up to this point. We've lost to 2 teams that are undefeated right now. So, our starters have played every quarter. There's been no running clocks where your starters only play 1 game. So we got lots of game reps and lots of guys on film, and we're just trying to get better every single game.
Coach, the Claymont Mustangs stand in your way for win number 3 on the season. What do you know about them, and what do you expect from them here tonight?
They do a good job of spreading the ball out to their athletes, and they have a lot of athletes. Multiple formations. Their guys get to the football on defense. Their safeties do a really nice job of coming downhill and making plays for them. They're a well-coached football team and a disciplined football team, and we're going to have our hands full tonight.
Finally, Coach, what are your keys for the Trojans to defend home field and improve to 3-2 on the season?
Our offense is going to have to be on the field for a lot of the game. We can't have missed opportunities in the red zone, and we can't turn the ball over, and we're going to need to get some turnovers if we're going to win tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck, and as always, have fun.
Thanks. Appreciate you being here.
You've been in the huddle with Newcomerstown head coach Dirk Gadd. Coming up next, the starting lineups and kickoff between the Mustangs and Trojans, right here with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
Durbin Tire Service, a third-generation family-owned business in Newcomerstown, has been providing quality, dependable, and affordable tire services to the area since 1952. Durbin Tire offers wheel alignment, suspension work, TPMS service, along with a large selection of new and used tires. Durbin Tire Service is at 330 Ray Street in Newcomerstown. Find them online at durbintire.com. Durbin Tire, a proud supporter of Newcomerstown athletics.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Go back into week 5 of the high school football season, live from Newcomerstown High School. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. And, of course, big thanks to our streaming sponsors and our sponsors on the radio side of things, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Right Mark Roofing, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Kime Company. Robbie, going to be a great matchup here tonight. We saw the captains at midfield just a moment ago, and it's going to be Claymont winning the toss, and they deferred to the second half. That means the Newcomerstown Trojans will get the football. So let's take a look at both starting offenses and defenses for both teams. But first, the defense for Claymont.
Yes, sir. Starting at defensive end, number 80, Calvin Edwards. At nose tackle, number 49, Braylon Mullen. At defensive end, number 56, Brody Cameron. At your other defensive tackle, number 73, Zach Edgar. At your middle linebacker, number 34, Easton Hersey. At your other linebacker, number 4, Ethan Fair. And then your outside linebacker, number 8, Nolan McMorrow. Your other outside linebacker tonight, number 6, Drayvon Searcy. At your left corner, number 11, Dawson Matzel. At your right corner, number 26, Miles Wolf. And at your free safety tonight, number 15, Jackson Jinks. Over to you, Joe, for the Newcomerstown offense.
We'll take a look at the Trojans offense. First up front, number 71, Logan Metz. He's at left tackle, 6'2", 340, and a senior. At left guard, number 77, Martin Hernandez. He's 5'9", 275, and a junior. At center, number 62, Bryce Gibbs. He's 6'1", 240, and a sophomore. At right guard, number 56, Jackson Smith. He's 6 foot, 205, and a senior. And at right tackle, number 54, Clay Bishop. He's 5'11", 230, and a senior. Tight end tonight, number 12, Marcus Justice. He's going to be 5'10", 200 pounds, and a sophomore. Your quarterback is the sophomore, number 3, J.J. Justice, 6 foot and 180 pounds. At running back, the zinger, Dom Singer. He is 5'6", 155, and a senior. Also, number 34, Mason Shalosky. He's 5'10", 205, and a junior. And number 4, Tegan Gonter. He's 5'8", 185, and a sophomore. And one of the wideouts tonight, nice to see him back on the field full-time. Number 7, Tanner Smith, 5'10", 165, and a senior. Again up front, Metz, Hernandez, Gibbs, Smith, Bishop, and Justice at tight end. Your skill plays, quarterback, Justice, Singer, Shalosky, Gonter, and Smith. Your starting lineups on the offensive side of the football for Newcomerstown. Now let's take a look at the Newcomerstown starting defense, Robbie.
Starting at defensive end, number 54, Clay Bishop. He's a 5'11", 230-pound senior. At nose tackle, number 77, Martin Hernandez, a 5'9", 275-pound junior. At your other defensive end, number 62, Bryce Gibbs, a 6'1", 240-pound sophomore. At middle linebacker, number 34, Mason Shalosky, a 5'10", 205-pound junior. At your outside linebacker, number 3, J.J. Justice, 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore. At your other outside linebacker, number 4, Tegan Gonter, a 5'8", 185-pound sophomore. And starting your other middle linebacker, number 12, Marcus Justice, a 5'10", 200-pound sophomore. At your left corner, wearing number 2 tonight, Lucas Justice, a 5'6", 135-pound junior. At your other corner, number 9, a 5'8", 155-pound sophomore, Trenton Brookover. At your strong safety, number 7, Tanner Smith, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. And at your free safety, number 5, Dom Singer, 5'6", 155-pound senior. Joe, you with Claymont offense now.
The offense for the Mustangs, number 56, Brody Cameron at left tackle, number 57, Brady McGuire at left guard. At center, number 53, Heston Kramer. At right guard, number 62, Dustin Rose. And at right tackle, number 73, Zach Edgar. At quarterback, number 13, Carson Golick. And running backs tonight, the tailback, number 6, Drayvon Searcy, and the fullback, number 49, Braylon Mullen. Your wide receivers, number 15, Jackson Jinks, and number 11, Dawson Matzel. Your tight end for the Mustangs, number 8, Nolan McMorrow. You'll also see number 10, Parker Haney. He'll play a little bit of tight end as well. And number 2, Brady Fox at wide receiver. Number 3, Mason Bailey at receiver as well for the Mustangs. Kicker, Cooper Newton for the Mustangs, and your punter, Nolan McMorrow, the senior. And he wears number 8. Again up front, Cameron, McGuire, Kramer, Rose, and Edgar. And at tight end, McMorrow. Your skill players at quarterback, Carson Golick, Searcy, Mullen, Jinks, and Matzel wind out the skill players for the Claymont Mustangs. That's a look at your starting lineups here tonight for both teams, as we are just about a minute or so away from the kickoff as the Newcomerstown Trojans make it to the field. Get ready to break through the banner here at midfield, and exactly what they do is the Trojans have been on a roll the last couple years. Head coach Dirk Gadd doing great things down here, Robbie, and you know, if you look at him last year, 9-3, 3-2 in the IVC. They fell to Ridgewood in the second round, but what a heck of a job he is doing down here in his 9th year as head coach for Newcomerstown.
Rome wasn't built in a day, right, Joe?
Nope.
It takes time. With a coach, it takes time to get his offense, and it takes time for his assistants to show the kids what the offense and defense looks like. So Coach Gadd has laid the foundation here. He's building the foundation now, and he's doing a great job with his players. And it's very impressive to see what they were to what they have become, and they are a team to be reckoned with in the North.
Yeah, and you look at the Claymont Mustangs, man. You look at their record; they're 3-1 on the season, and of course, Buddy White in his second season, and they were 1-9 last year, 1-4 in the IVC. But man, they have come out and they have turned a corner. And I remember Coach Buddy White talking in the preseason show about how they have goals for year number 2, and then year number 3, and year number 4 already. And they wanted to make the playoffs. That was a goal in year number 3, not necessarily this year. They just wanted to win more games than they did last year and improve and get better. They're on the road to make the playoffs already. It's sitting at 3-1.
Exactly. I mean, they're ahead of their goals. And Coach White's got to be happy. Hey, just because we say that word doesn't mean we're automatically in. We have to earn it. So each game you have to come out and prove, hey, we are a playoff team. This is why we're a playoff team. And Coach White, I think, and them have a chance to make a great run for the playoffs, but they have to get through Newcomerstown tonight.
So we're about ready for a kickoff. The Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff, the opening kickoff of the football game. Dom Singer back deep, Tanner Smith as well back there for the Newcomerstown Trojans. Again, Claymont won the toss, deferred, and the Trojans of Newcomerstown will have the football. Great night for high school football. The sun's going down. The crowd is full here at Lee Stadium, and both teams are ready to go after it. The Newcomerstown Trojans in all black uniforms with orange numerals trimmed in white, black helmet with the white N on the side of their helmet. Claymont in the all-white uniforms with the orange and brown stripes on the sleeves, brown numerals, white helmet as well. And both these teams ready, and the Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff is underway as Week 5 is upon us. And it's going to be fielded by an upback at about the 18-yard line. Going to come out to the 25 to the 30 and get dropped at about the 42-yard line. So that's where the Newcomerstown Trojans will take first and 10. J.J. Justice on the return. Nice return there by the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, he had a nice return there. He had a nice little open lane open up there to the right side and just hit that lane full steam ahead. So great field position for Newcomerstown.
So the Trojans, of course, we're going to say in the full house backfield a lot here tonight for the Trojans, as they like to run the football. And we knew that coming into the game, as the Trojans will. Handoff to Dom Singer on the left side of that offensive line. Gets up close to the 45-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Here we go. Saying his name again, Joe. We were here a couple weeks ago. It was all the Zinger show. So who to get to first play? Dom Singer. So he's your tone setter for the offense and gets them going.
Yeah, Dom Singer is the guy with the most carries, and he is the workhorse for the Trojans on the 2025 season. Again, full house backfield as J.J. Justice under center. Singer, Gonter, and Shalosky in the backfield. Snap. The handoff to the back up the middle. That's going to be Shalosky. Comes here to the near side and gets tripped up by Drayvon Searcy. Just past the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Going to bring up a third down and short now. Going to be about a third and about 4.
Yeah, Searcy made a nice little shoestring tackle there. I mean, If he doesn't make that tackle, Joe, he's running to the second, third level, and you have free safety and cornerbacks just out there all alone in no man's land.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 at the 48-yard line in their own territory for Newcomerstown. 10:40 to go here, first quarter. No score, just underway at Lee Stadium. Full house backfield again as Justice under center. Turns and hands. That's going to be to Shaloski again. Keeps those legs moving. Gets into Claymont territory. But he is going to come up short of the first down. Going to bring up 4th down and about 2.
Ooh, that was close, Joe. This view we have right now, it's a perfect right down the line. He is short about 2 yards. So a big call here for Coach Guy. They going to go for it?
Well, we'll see what they do. Going to be called 4th and 2 right at midfield. Ball is placed on the near hash mark on the home side, as we are on the home side on top of the press box. Beautiful view, and it looks like the Trojans are going to go for it on 4th and 2 right at midfield. 9:53 to go first quarter as Justice gets down under center. Full house backfield. And they're going to turn and hand to Shaloski again. Makes one guy miss, and he's not going to get there. I think he's going to be just short, and it's going to bring up a very close measurement. And they do say it's short, and not enough for the first down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Claymont Mustangs, and they're going to take over 1st and 10 right about their own 49-yard line.
Claymont was in a 50 front there, so what that means, so they don't cover up the center. They were in a 1 technique, 3 technique, and then they had 2 outside of that, 2 or 3 outside of that. So they went strong side to the sideline here, the boundary, because that's where they were running the last couple times. So good call by Claymont. They stunted to the play and made the big play here. Now first down for them.
So 9:42 to go first quarter. 1st and 10 now for the Claymont Mustangs. They're going to come out in 5 wide receivers, 3 on the far side, 2 here on the near side as Golick takes a snap. Going to fire here to his receiver, has it. That's number 3, Mason Bailey on the reception into Newcomerstown territory at about the 46-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, nice little pitch and catch. It was a hitch route there from Claymont Mustangs. So they must have seen something. The cornerbacks are backed off a little bit.
Going to have 4 wide this time. Trips on the far side. They're going to turn and hand to Sears. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Nice play by the Newcomerstown Trojan defense, as there was a whole host of Trojans back there to get him. Looks like number 5 was back there to lead the way, and that's Dom Singer, and a couple of his teammates helped bring Searcy to the ground to bring up a 3rd and 7 now for Claymont.
Yeah, great play by Newcomerstown's defense. They slanted right into the play in the right time, right place.
Quads receivers on the far side, single set here on the near side, shotgun formation. Golick takes the snap, looking. Plenty of time now, rolls to the far side, has his receiver, and that's going to be Jinx out to near the sideline. That's going to be very close to a first down, and they are going to give them the First Federal Community Bank first down for the Claymont Mustangs. Carson Golick to Jackson Jinx.
Yeah, Carson Golick, he just found the open receiver sitting in the zone, so great play there for the Mustangs.
So 8:58 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Shotgun formation. Golick drops back, going to fire to the far sideline again. A tackle missed by the Mustangs, and that's going to be number 3, Mason Bailey on the reception for the Mustangs. That's going to be another First Federal Community Bank first down for the Claymont Mustangs with 8:49 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Quick no-huddle offense for Claymont. Trips receivers here on the near side, single set on the far side as Brady Fox goes in motion now, sets to close to the offensive line as Golick takes a snap, looking, going to get pressure. Now runs here to the near side, getting pushed back, and he is going to throw it way out of bounds, and we'll see if that's going to be intentional grounding.
Yes,
and it is going to be intentional grounding as he just threw it laterally out of bounds. That almost was backwards.
Yeah.
And but they are going to call it an intentional grounding on Carson Golick. So that's going to be loss of downs. And going to back Claymont up.
Yeah, back. You can't. Once again, Joe, penalties, man. I mean, that's a big one, isn't it? 15-yarder.
That is a 15-yarder for sure, as you're going to lose the yardage and the loss of down. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and really long for the Mustangs here with about 8:40 to go here in the first quarter, all the way back to midfield, almost to the original line of scrimmage where they started this drive at their own 48-yard line. So should be 3rd down.
I would think so. Yeah, it should be.
2nd and 31.
The calling it 2nd and 31. I guess it was a first down play.
Yes,
Quads
sir.
receivers here on the near side, single set on the far side. Going to be a bubble. Jackson Jinks has it, and he has a couple yards in front. The ball came out, and the referee said no, he is down. The referee immediately pointing to the ground, but Jackson Jinks took a big hit about the 45-yard line. The ball popped out, but the official said he was down. J.J. Justice made the hit, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long, about a 5-yard gain on the pitch and catch from Golick to Jinks.
Yeah, that was a slip route there, Joe. They ran slip route to the boundary. That's all. You run the slip route all the time to the boundary. That gives your linemen a chance to get out there and block as fast as they can. If they're going to the field, that's a long way to run for a lineman.
3rd down and 26 from the Newcomerstown 45-yard line. Got to get all the way down inside the 20 for a first down, as that's going to be Brady Fox goes in motion as Golick takes a snap, looking, going to fire over the middle field, has his receiver. That's going to be picked off by the Newcomerstown Trojans. That looks like number 2 for the Newcomerstown Trojans with the interception. Lucas Justice picked off the pass going over the middle of the field, and the Trojans are back in business deep inside their own territory. 1st and 10, first turnover of the game.
First turnover of the game. He jumped right in front of that little crossing route they ran, and that was a nice pick by him. I mean, if he would have completed that, been a first down.
Nice that he put that ball on a rope, did Carson Golick, but the defensive back Justice said, nope, I'm going to take that right away from you, and we're going to get the football back. Going to come out in a full house backfield. They have it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Do the Newcomerstown Trojans. J.J. Justice under center. Turns and going to hand off. Nope, going to be a play-action pass as Singer comes here to the near side. He's going to get pressure, and now Justice takes off running to the far sideline. Gets all the way up to about the 25-yard line where he's going to be dropped to bring up 2nd down and about 5 now for the Trojans.
The Claymont Mustangs were in a nice little zone action there. They didn't let anything deep, nothing behind them, and nothing was open. So they played great defense there, made the quarterback on their feet, move his feet, and try to get some yards himself.
As they did a little play-action pass on the on the dive, and Dom Singer was running on a wheel route out here to the near sideline. It was open for a couple, I don't know, probably 5 or 10 yards, and then the safety finally rotated over on him and caused Justice to rotate and run out of the pocket. Going to turn and hand to the first guy through the middle, and that's going to be Tegan Goner up the middle. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 now, maybe a gain of a yard on the play to the 26-yard line.
A little dive action there going on, just trying to pick up as much yards as he can right in the middle. So far, Claymont's defensive line's not getting pushed around, Joe, but it's early, still midway through the first quarter. So Newcomerstown, if they keep the ball, keep it moving, it's going to keep wearing and tearing on the defensive line. So Claymont's got to step up even more.
6:25 to go first quarter. 3rd down and 4 at the 26-yard line for the Trojans. Full house backfield again. They're going to turn. They're going to fake. This time going to give to Singer right up the middle. Breaks out of a tackle. Looks like a face mask, but they did not call it. And he gets past the marker to gain the first down. A First Federal Community Bank first down as Singer went through the line. His head kind of spun around a little bit.
Yes,
kind of thought it might have been a face mask coming, but no flag was thrown. But that's going to be the first down anyway for Dom Singer. A great run there by the senior tailback, and, man, he just explodes through that hole, Robbie.
He does. He explodes through the hole, and it's great to watch him run. He faked one, faked another, and then boom, Dom Singer here comes at the left side. So another shoestring tackle made by Claymont.
Another full house backfield. We're going to say that a lot tonight, folks, as Newcomerstown runs out of the a full house. Now they take that back. That's going to be a shotgun formation. It looks like it's going to be a run there. That's going to be Tanner Smith and a Wildcat, as he is up past the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Actually, that was Justice. I'm sorry. The two and that number looked a little different up here, but hey, that's my apologies. That was Justice on the carry. I thought that was Tanner Smith there for a second.
Here we go with the eyes.
Hey, as it gets darker, it gets a little tougher.
It does. It does get a little tougher.
So 2nd down and 8 now at the 36-yard line. They're going to have the full house backfield this time for sure. Last time it was a shotgun. Now they're going to run the full house. As Justice is under center. Turns and hands. Nope. They're going to throw it out the middle of the field. Justice throws it up, and it's going to be a tip drill, and that's going to be intercepted by Jackson Jinks. the free safety for the Claymont Mustangs. So now a turnover on each team, an interception, and now the Claymont Mustangs have it back in their own territory at about the 36-yard line. So kind of a jump ball, and Jackson Jenks, he is about 6'4", 6'5", and he came down with that football to take it away for the Claymont Mustangs.
Looked like he was trying to get a rebound there in basketball, Joe. He went up, high pointed that ball. I'm sure Coach White's like, that's exactly how we coach you to do it, and great interception there by Jackson Jenks.
So the Claymont Mustangs now have the football back. No score with 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, they're calling it at their own 34-yard line. They're going to have a shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side, 2 backs in the backfield. That's going to be Nolan McMorrow going to fire it down the far sideline, and he has, guess who, number 15, Jackson Jenks, breaks out of a tackle, gets out of another one, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Jackson Jenks from 66 yards out, and the Claymont Mustangs are on the board, 6-0.
Faked like he was going to run the ball. He pulled up at the last second, Joe, and Jackson Jenks is just out there saying, hey, throw me the ball. I'm wide open. Hands wailing in the air, and pitch and catch for him, Joe. Mustangs strike first.
Nolan McMorrow comes in at quarterback and plays a little wildcat quarterback, and then they throw out of that formation, and Jackson Jenks wide open down the sidelines, broke out of a couple of tackles, and got into the end zone with 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. Now the extra point going to be attempted by number 87, Cooper Newton. Fluorescent green shoes, a snap, the hold to kick. It is up, and it is blocked by the Newcomerstown Trojans, and the score remains 6-0 with 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. Timeout on the field, a Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
The Sarshow name.
Welcome back to Newcomerstown High School Lee Stadium. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson in our Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studios. 6-0, 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. And the Cartoons of New Philadelphia has our kickoff after the Claymont Mustangs score on a long touchdown to Jackson Jenks. It's going to be a low line drive as Tanner Smith going to field it at about the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Cuts to the far sideline, getting chased down, but he's going to turn the corner and get up to about the 40, the 45, the 50, and get finally driven down to the turf at about the 44-yard line inside Claymont territory. Tanner Smith with a nice kick return there for the Newcomerstown Trojans.
Did you just see what I just seen, Joe?
No.
Number 3, J.J. Justice, sprung that play, that kick return, big time for him. He took out 2 Claymont players at once, and boom, he's gone. Tanner Smith was to the outside.
So Tanner Smith with a nice return there on the ensuing kickoff, as the Trojans now going to take over, trailing 6-0 with 4:32 to go here in the first quarter at Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. Shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield as Justice takes the snap, going to turn. Nope, ball's on the ground. Let's see who has it. We can't tell right now. There's about 3 or 4 guys on the ground fighting for the football. Claymont says they have it, and they do, as the white hat says. Turnover, Claymont football is a second turnover now for the Newcomerstown Trojans, and the Claymont Mustangs are back in business, leading 6-0 as Zach Edgar recovered the fumble out of the bad handoff between Justice and Singer.
Yeah, we didn't see that a whole lot when we were down here last time, Joe, with the shotgun snapping. So just a little miscommunication. Didn't put the ball into the gut, and the ball was out free. So another turnover.
So 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Newcomerstown turns it over for the second time here tonight. And now the Claymont Mustangs are back in business as Golick takes a snap, rolls out here to the near side, has a receiver, going to throw it, and that might get picked off, and it just out of the reach of the intended receiver. That was number 10 for the Claymont Mustangs. Parker Haney on the intended receiver, but there was a couple of defenders in the area going to fall helplessly here to the grass at Lee Stadium.
Yeah, he had Jackson Jinks there on a smash route. So what a smash route is, Joe, you have an outside receiver run a hitch about 5 to 7 yards, 7 to 5 yards, and then boom, your inside receiver runs a little post route, and they usually jump up on the hitch, leave the post route right open, and he was way open. He just couldn't set his feet and throw to him.
Closed formation, back goes in motion. That's number 3, Mason Bailey. They're going to hand it or pitch it out to Drayvon Searcy around the corner, gets shoved out of bounds. Going to be very close to a First Federal Community Bank first down. And they're going to say he actually went out of bounds before midfield. So at the 49-yard line, so a gain of about 7, going to bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Mustangs.
You know who I see coming in, Joe?
Looks like number 8, Nolan McMorrow, is going to come in.
And number 49, Braylon Mullen. I see him coming in. So that tells me there's going to be a fullback in this formation.
So they got a receiver split out to the far side. 2 receivers split here on the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Is that McMorrow at quarterback? I think it is. Can't tell. Nope, they're going to hand it to McMorrow. No, that's Searcy around the far side. Almost the same exact play that time out of the shotgun. But that was McMorrow at quarterback as Searcy picks up the First Federal Community Bank first down for the Mustangs inside Newcomerstown territory.
Yeah, Searcy runs the ball very hard, Joe. He tries that. He's not too shifty. He just finds the open hole and busts right through it. So, I mean, he's running the ball really hard tonight so far.
3:40 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Claymont over Newcomerstown. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield on both sides of the quarterback. Nolan McMorrow. McMorrow hands off to Mullen, gets tripped up by Martin Hernandez right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe fell forward for a couple of yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Take a real quick look at the Stocker Concrete scoreboard. Dover up on Ashland 7-0. Strasburg leads Sandy Valley 7-0. Indian Valley leads Buckeye Trail 7-0. Garraway trailing Girard 7-0. Ridgewood up on East Canton 7-0. Conotton Valley leads Brownsville, PA 6-0. And Orville up on Fairless 7-0 as well. Going to be a handoff up the middle again. Mullen breaks out of a couple tackles, jumps over one on the ground, takes off to the far sideline. He might get into the end zone, and he does. Touchdown, Braylon Mullen from 43 yards out. The big guy rumbles and stumbles down the far sideline to get into the end zone, and it's now 12-0. Take a look at our Ron's Heating and Cooling replay, and great job there by our Claxon Communications team to get that replay for you as Braylon Mullen running down the far sideline to get the touchdown from 43 yards out. And 12-0, Claymont is ahead of Newcomerstown now with 2:44 to go.
Rumble, stumble, bumble, man. He hurled that dude down there on the ground. That was a great run by Mullen, and great offense so far by Claymont. Coach White was wondering how his offense is going to respond tonight, see if he can put points on the board, and so far, so good.
So Cooper Newton going to be out for the extra point, and they may try to go for 2 here. And they are actually going to go for 2 as they are up on the scoreboard 12-0. As Golick turns, there's going to be a flag thrown, so this is going to come back. And that's going to be a good 2-point conversion as of right now, but there is a flag in the backfield back at about the 15-yard line thrown by the White Hat. Probably going to be a legal formation or a legal substitution. They're actually going to call a legal formation on the Mustangs. Going to back them up 5 yards. So the 2-point conversion wiped off the board for right now, and they're going to get a retry now from 5 yards back.
Claymont just wasn't set. All the wide receivers were set. They're still trying to get in position, and when the play clock was down to 1, he hurried up and just snapped the ball. So he's got to make sure his players are his teammates are in position first and set.
So 2:44 to go here, first quarter. 12-0. Claymont leads Newcomerstown. A Jackson Jinks 66-yard touchdown reception from Nolan McMorrow, and just a moment ago, Braylon Mullen with a 43-yard touchdown run. The both touchdowns for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Golick takes a snap, looking, going to fire to the end zone. Has his receiver, and that is good for the two-point conversion as Mason Bailey on the end of that reception. And now it's 14-0 Claymont. Timeout on the field, a Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson. 14-0 Claymont leads Newcomerstown, and this kickoff brought to you by Cartoons of New Philadelphia for your all of your audio accessory needs. Check out Cartoons in New Philadelphia. Kickoff fielded at about the 25-yard line. That's going to be Tanner Smith. Cuts back to the middle of the field. Has an opening. Comes here to the near sideline. That's going to be number 3 for the Trojans, and that was actually number 3, J.J. Justice on the return. The quarterback doing a lot here tonight, playing defense, springing guys on returns, and returning it himself.
Big game, Joe, so you got to have the big names out there.
You do, as the Trojans take over now, trailing 14-0 to Claymont. 2:35 to go here, first quarter. They're going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line, so good field position again for the Trojans. Full house backfield, Justice under center. Going to turn and hand to Dom Singer off the left side, breaks out of a tackle, gets into Claymont territory at about the 49-yard line, and that's going to bring up a second down and about 6 for the Trojans.
I was going to say, Joe, Dom Singer's only had 2 rushing attempts there before that one, so they got to get him back into the game and get him moving and get him more effective, get the offense going.
So we'll get a look at our Stocker Concrete scoreboard here in just a couple of moments. Some scores have updated since our last update, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Full house backfield, 2nd and 6 from the Claymont 49-yard line for the Trojans. Justice turns and hands. That's going to be Shalosky. Follows blockers, drives those legs all the way down close to the 40-yard line. They're going to say touchdown at about the 41-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Trojans. We'll take a look at that Stocker Concrete scoreboard. Dover still leads Ashland 7-0. Strasburg now up on Sandy Valley 14-0. Indian Valley leads Buckeye Trail 7-0. Girard still leads Garraway 7-0. Ridgewood up on East Canton 7-0. Conotton Valley now leads 14-0 on Brownsville, PA. Orville and Fairless are tied at 7. And Tusky Valley leads Federal Hocking 7-0. Full house backfield for the Trojans. Going to toss out the Singer to the far sideline. Nice block. Springs him to the far sideline. Makes the guy miss. Gets around the corner and gets out close to the 30. Down close to the 29-yard line. They say he went out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Dom Singer with an 11-yard run. And that's going to be another First Federal Community Bank first down for the Trojans.
Toss out to the left side there. Good key blocks by the offensive line from Newcomerstown to spring that play. So here comes Dom Singer. He's touched the ball twice on this series, so let's see if he keeps touching the ball.
So Harrison Central on the Stocker Concrete scoreboard update up on Akron North 21-0 in the first quarter. So 1st and 10 now as a full house backfield again for the Newcomerstown. Going to turn and hand to Shalosky. And he's off that right between guard and tackle, pumps those legs. And Shalosky's not a small guy, not an easy guy to bring down. Listed at 5'10", 205, but man, he runs like he's about 235.
Yeah, 235, 240, but he runs the ball really hard. And Coach Gadd's got to be like, hey guys, we're right in this game. We're still where we need to be. Let's keep running the football and let's keep doing what we do best.
So under a minute now at about 44 seconds to go, first quarter. Claymont leads 14-0. Newcomerstown going left to right on your radio dial. Claymont going right to left. That'll switch here after the quarter break. As Justice now under center, going to turn and hand to Singer. Cuts through that line, gets up to the far sideline, and drags a couple of tacklers, and takes a big shot after he's on the ground inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. That's going to be enough for another First Federal Community Bank first down inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
Dom Singer runs the ball really hard, and he has the moves, a little juke move, a little this, but sometimes he doesn't do that. He just runs straight, try to run straight through you, and Dom Singer runs the ball really, really hard for the Trojans.
Coming up on about 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. I think that might be the final play of the first quarter, and it will be, as we'll head to the second quarter with Claymont up 14-0. It's going to be a timeout on the field. Back after this to Lee Stadium. 14-0 Claymont leads. Back to Lee Stadium after this with Big Z Sports.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Second quarter here at Newcomerstown. The Claymont Mustangs lead the Trojans 14-0, but the Trojans are on a drive here. They're at the Claymont 19-yard line, trailing 14-0 inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. It's going to be a full house backfield now with Justice under center, three backs in the backfield. As Justice turns, going to flip to Dom Singer off that right sideline. He's going to get around the corner. He is, but a flag comes flying in from the white hat. That's usually a sign of a hold.
Gotta have your hands inside. If you get beat, just let him go. Don't let him try. Don't grab jersey. Don't try to pull him down, because that white hat's going to find you every time. And the penalty, Joe, there hasn't been a whole lot this game.
It's going to back it up 10 yards on the Trojans, so outside now of the red zone. So the Trojans will have it first and about 20 now. Trailing 14-0 with 11:52 to go here in the first half.
Can't be behind the sticks here, fellas. First down, you have first down 20. So little by little, pick up enough yards and then make third down manageable.
So first down and 20 at the 29-yard line. Now got to get down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line for the first down. Full house backfield again for the Trojans. Justice under center, turns and hands. That's going to be Shalosky off that right side, follows blockers and keeps those legs moving down close to about the 20-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 9 for Shalosky. They're going to say he was just short of the 20 at about the 21.5 or 20.5 yard line. They're going to mark it right about, right on the stripe there at the 20-yard line. So that's going to be a 9-yard gain for Shalosky to bring up second down and 11 now.
Shalosky's been the one that's handling the ball the most tonight, so He's been running the ball hard, picking up good chunk yardage here the past couple times.
So full house backfield again as Justice under center. Takes a snap, turns, going to hand to Shalosky again, cuts back here to the middle of the field and gets down close to the 15-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5 on the play to bring up a third and very manageable 6, maybe 7 yards.
So Shalosky, what I'm seeing, Joe, is they want to hit Shalosky. Shalosky's more of the power runner. Inside, and then boom. We're going to hit you with a zinger, hit with Dom, and go on the outside, and he's a little faster, a little shiftier. So that's what Coach Gatt's trying to do, suck everybody into the inside of the offensive line, and then boom, Singer goes outside, and there's no one out there.
I would think this is going to be two-down territory. You know, you're going to have 2 plays here.
100%.
2 plays here, trailing by 14 with 10:20 to go here in the first half. Full house backfield as Justice under center going to turn and hand. That's going to be Singer right off the left side of that offensive line. Breaks out of a tackle, gets down close to the 10-yard line, and that's going to be very close to a first down. But I think they're going to be about a yard short as Dom Singer hit him with the speed burst, as you just mentioned a second ago, Robbie. And that's going to bring – it's going to be 4th down and about 1 now at the 10-yard line. And I'm sure the Trojans are going to go for it.
They're going to go for it, and they're going to give it to Shalosky here. Give it to your power back. Let him go right up the middle.
Big guys on that defensive line for the Mustangs. You got Edwards, Mullen, Cameron, and Edgar all lined up tight, thinking that same thing. They're going to give it to Shalosky as Justice under center. Going to turn and hand. Nope, that's going to be Singer through that line of scrimmage, and he picks up the first down as he gets down close to the 5-yard line. That's going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Trojans down around the 5-yard line.
Psych! We're going to give it to Shalosky. We're just going to give it to our speedster and let that Dom Singer go right up the middle for you. So this is an impressive drive so far. Newcomerstown wanting to stay in this ball game. They got to score here.
Chris Kale's favorite guy, the Singer, gets the first down for the Trojans with 9:20 to go first half. 14-0 Claymont. Full house backfield. Justice under center. Barks out the sign or signals. They'll turn and hand to Singer up the middle again. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Dom Singer from 5 yards out. 14-6 now. The Trojans answer back in a big way, Robbie, with a 5-yard touchdown run by Dom Singer.
Claymont brought the blitz there in double A gap, and great assignments by the offensive line from the Newcomerstown Trojans. That blitzer just tackled J.J. Justice and let that hole open up freely. So there was no one in the second level. Easy score for Singer. So Newcomerstown's right back in this ball game, Joe.
So it looks like the Trojans are going to go for 2 here as they have a shotgun formation. 2 backs in the backfield. Make that 3 backs as one's in the wing as Justice in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Going to be a quarterback power. Going to take it to the outside. He's going to get dropped short of the goal line. So that 2-point conversion is no good. And the score remains 14-6 with 9:06 to go here. First half timeout on the field. A Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this with Big Z Sports on Country.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium with 9:06 to go. 14-6. Claymont leads Newcomerstown. With the Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff now as the Trojans going to kick it down the field. Going to be fielded by an up back at about the 22-yard line. That's going to be Searcy. Breaks through that line and gets dropped just short of the 40 at about the 39-yard line. So that's where Claymont will take over, 1st and 10.
Searcy is so close there. If he would have juke moved out to the outside there, one little touch, and he would have been gone. So Claymont's got the ball back here. 9:02 left, Joe, in the second quarter. So let's see if they can keep momentum going on the offense. Coach White wanted to see continuity on the offense tonight, see how his offense can go. So let's see if they can do it.
So 9:02 to go here in the first half. 14-6. Claymont leads. Claymont comes out 5 wide receivers. 2 here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Now 3 here on the near side. As Golick takes a snap, drops back, looking, plenty of time, throws over the middle field. Has his receiver, makes the catch. That Jinx over the middle. And that was Jackson Jinx. You throw it up for the big guy. He's going to go up and get it. And that's enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Mustangs inside Trojan territory.
Just throw it up to him. He's 6'3", 6'4", and he just goes up and gets it. Looks like we got an injury here, Joe.
Looks like we do have a Trojans player down. Looks like number 4, Tegan Gonter, down on the field. The training staff going to take a look, and we'll take a timeout for the injured player. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. Shotgun formation. The Claymont Mustangs take it as Golick rolls here. The near side has his receiver. Nope, going to just throw it away and live to play another down. Nice to see Tegan Gonter get up and kind of run off under his own power. Probably just a cramp out there, and he's back out there after that play. So good to see Gonter back out there after the injury timeout. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now inside Newcomerstown territory at the 45-yard line for the Mustangs, who lead 14-6 with 8:30 to go here on a beautiful, beautiful night for high school football in Week 5. We're in the middle to the end of September, Robbie, and I'm in shorts and a T-shirt, and we're up here on the top of the press box, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous night. So Golick turns and tosses to Searcy around the far sideline, cuts down the sideline, hurdles over another guy, spins out of a tackle, hits down the sideline, one man to beat, and he gets tripped up by Tanner Smith down around the 10-yard line. What a run by Drayvon Searcy all the way down the far sideline, broke out of a couple of tackles, hurdled another guy, spun out of a tackle, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down inside the 10 at the 9, 1st and goal now for the Mustangs.
What a run there by Searcy. Wow, that was a very athletic run by him, and his lineman was out there blocking for him, so Claymont's in business now.
He hit 3rd gear and then hit 4th gear after he hurdled that one defender, and he got all the way inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. They're calling it at the 7-yard line now. They're going to turn and hand to the back and through the middle. That looked like that was Searcy again, as he gets down close to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and goal with 7:47 to go first half, with Claymont leading 14-6 and knocking on the door again.
Claymont's offense has been very efficient tonight so far. They've had the one little hiccup with that interception, but so far they're moving the ball really well.
Going to be a timeout on the field, a Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take it with them. Listen to Big Z Sports in Week 5 of the high school football season right here on Z Country 99.9.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Welcome back out here to Lee Stadium. Second down and goal at the 5-yard line for the Mustangs. Going to turn and pitch it out here to the running back, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown from 5 yards out, and that's Drayvon Searcy for the Mustangs, and it makes it 20-6 Claymont over Newcomerstown.
Pitch play out to the right side, Joe. Oh, my bad.
And it looks like we do have an injury on the field, but Searcy gets in from 5 yards out as there is a Trojan player down in the end zone as the medical staff and head coach Dirk Gadd going to run out and check on his player as he is getting looked at. And with a Cush Financial Group timeout for the injury, we'll take it with him back in 30 seconds after this with Big Z Sports.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
7:30 to go in the first half. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson back here at Lee Stadium as Trenton Brookover was the injured Trojan on the field. He walked off under his own power as the Mustangs now going to go for two. Two backs in the backfield. That looks like Nolan McMartin. Nope, that is Carson Golick at quarterback. Going to turn and fire out to the far sideline. Has his receiver, and it's going to be just out of the reach for his intended receiver. So the two-point conversion, no good. So a timeout on the field with 7:31 to go first half. The score remains 20-6. Claymont back after this. You listen to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Hartsford's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartsford's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. Joe Geckler and Robbie Anderson with 7:31 to go in the first half. 20-6. Claymont leads Newcomerstown. And this kickoff brought to you by Cartoons of New Philadelphia. As the Mustangs now in a huddle still, but looks like I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's a media timeout or what, but for giving us extra time, we appreciate that. But
yeah,
I don't know what the Mustangs are doing here.
We were on record pace here, Joe, to end the half by 8 o'clock.
We were for sure. And, yep, now the kicking team now is all set as the kickoff, number 57, the kicker, and that's going to be Brady McGuire, now going to kick the ball off to the Trojans. Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line, and that's going to be Tanner Smith come here to the near side, going to get dropped at about the 31-yard line, so that's where the Trojans will have it. And 2 flags come flying in well after the play, so this is going to be a late hit or a personal foul. Something's going to happen here. It's going to be on the Claymont Mustangs as the referees are pointing towards Claymont.
So that'll give Newcomerstown great field position there, Joe.
It's going to be after the play, so that's going to be a personal foul or an unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see what the white hat calls down there. As he threw the flag and a side judge threw the flag as well. And usually when the white hat throws the flag, it's not going to get waved off.
No, not at all.
So they're talking to another official now as the call is going to be personal foul against the Claymont Mustangs. That's going to be I would imagine, the 15-yarder. And he's been ejected as well. The Claymont Mustang defender has been ejected. I don't know the number. I don't know who that was that got ejected. We'll try to find out for you and see what player was ejected from the game. Not sure the number of the player, but maybe we can see him walking off the field.
Yeah, because he's got to leave the sideline, Joe.
So we'll see what happens here as we'll try to get a catch of Blaze McMorrow to see if maybe he can tell us who got ejected. But it's going to be inside Claymont territory now at the 47-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Trojans with 7:25 to go first half. 20-6 Claymont leads. But we just had a player ejected from the Claymont Mustangs on a personal foul late hit. And if you're Buddy White, the head coach, you do not want to see that happen. It looks like it was number 52, number 7.
57.
57, excuse me. Brady McGuire was the one that was ejected by the Mustangs as Shalosky takes the run all the way down into Claymont territory at about the 37-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down again for the Trojans, but number 57, Brady McGuire, is the one that was ejected from the football game, so they're going to have to replace him at the guard position on the offensive line for the Mustangs. So we'll see what happens here going forward. As 7:08 to go now in the second quarter, 20-6, Claymont leads Newcomerstown. 1st and 10 at the Claymont 37. Going to turn and toss to Dom Singer here to the near sideline. Has a block, comes here closer to the sideline, tries to make a guy miss and gets shoved out of bounds. And that was number 4 that knocked him out of bounds for the Claymont Mustangs. That was Ethan Fair. So going to bring up a second down and about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Claymont's pursuit there to the football. That was what Coach White wants. He wants pursuit to the football. 11 has to the ball. And once Singer got out to the outside, boom, here come all 11 guys from Claymont. So great defense so far.
So 2nd down and 8 at the Claymont 35-yard line. Full house backfield. Justice under center. Going to turn and hand to Shalosky again. Follows his blockers and runs over the defender that tries to tackle him as Shalosky. Another late flag comes in, thrown from the white hat. And this one may be going on Newcomerstown, but we'll see.
See, I saw Newcomerstown guy getting tackled.
Going to be a dead ball. Personal foul on the Newcomerstown Trojans, and that was thrown in the area of number 62, Bryce Gibbs. So 15 yards back now for the Mustangs. Going to bring up a 3rd down and extremely long now for the Claymont, or for the Newcomerstown Trojans, with 6:42 to go here in the first half.
Penalties, man. Penalties got way back behind. Ooh. Wow. So, yeah, they got to pick up a good chunk of yards here to make it manageable 4th down.
2 backs in the backfield, one back in the backfield with the quarterback, Justice, 2 receivers to the far side with a tight end in the wing. Justice takes a snap, drops back, looking. Now going to take off running. Makes a guy miss up here to the 45. Down close to the 40, makes another guy miss. Breaks out of a tackle at about the 39-yard line. Yet another yellow flag in the backfield. Way back at the 45-yard line. Looks like that's going to be a hold on the Newcomerstown Trojans. Going to back them up even farther now to bring up a 3rd down and Uber ride. Now you got to have to get to almost the
get from here to Janine.
Yeah, it's going to be a long way to get that first down now for the Trojans with 6:20 to go in the first half. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson in our HeartSearch Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to our streaming sponsors tonight and all season long. DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Right Mark Roofing, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Kime Company. We appreciate their sponsorships. We could not do it without them.
Looks like 3rd and about 23.
So 3rd down and a long way now for the Trojans as they're going to have it 3rd down, and they're calling it 23 at the 49-yard line inside Claymont territory. Going to fake the toss is Justice. Going to turn, going to set up a screen. That's going to be Tanner Smith. Spins out of a tackle and finally gets tripped up just short of the 40 as a flag comes flying in late again, this time from the back judge.
I want to say a legal man downfield, Joe.
How could a back judge from back where he was see that there was a guy downfield?
I'm going to guess there was. That's the only thing I could see in that play. I didn't see any holding. I didn't see anything like that.
We'll see what happens here. Is the going to be they're going to wave it off. The white hat says nope, no flag there, as they're going to wave it off this time as the punt team looks like it's going to come out for the Trojans. Going to bring up in 4th down and probably at about 18 or 19 yards as the Trojans going to punt it away. And back deep for the Claymont Mustangs.
4th and 15 for the 42. Here we go.
Looks like number 26, Miles Wolf, back deep for Claymont. Snap is back. It's going to be a high, wobbly punt. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to take a Newcomerstown roll down inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line. And that's where Claymont will have it at about their own 11, maybe 12-yard line with 5:25 to go first half. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium as the play was just underway before we got back, as Carson Golick scrambles to the far sideline, gets run out of bounds, and only picked up about 1. He ran about 15 yards to get that 1 yard. So 2nd down and 9 now. They're going to call it 2nd down and 8 at the 13-yard line for Claymont. So 20-6, Claymont leads with 5:14 to go here in the first half. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. They're going to turn and hand it. It runs into his own player to Searcy, but he bounces it to the far sideline and picks up maybe 3 yards. Nice headsy run there by Drayvon Searcy. Ran into his own player and then bounced it off and ran to the outside to the far sideline. And picked up, like I said, maybe 3 yards. Going to bring 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, everything was bottled up in the middle, and he saw green grass on the outside. Just did a little juke move, bottled up, boom. He picked up positive yards. That's what they need, positive yards. Can't have anything negative, so keep moving the ball forward.
So shotgun formation now, 3rd down and 7 at the 16-yard line. Golick takes a snap, drops back, looking, fires over the middle field, has his receiver. That's going to be number 3, Mason Bailey. and he's going to get all the way to the 35-yard line, enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Claymont Mustangs. 4:25 to go now, first half. No huddle offense. 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Shotgun again. Golick in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looking. Plenty of time. He points to his receivers to go downfield. They're going to throw it here to the near sideline. And I don't think he caught it. He didn't, as Dawson Matzel tried to get that foot down at about the 43, and he was just out of bounds by about half a foot.
It was half a foot, and we can see that perfect, Joe. It's right here in front of us. So just a half a foot out of bounds. But hey, man, this Claymont team so far has been impressive, driving up down the field. One little hiccup with an interception, but so far so good.
So 4 wide receivers again, shotgun formation, 2 on each side. They're going to turn and hand to Searcy right up the middle, has a huge hole, lowers his shoulder, spins out of a tackle, gets up past the 45 to about the 46-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. The chains are moving.
He runs the ball hard, and they're hurry-up offense.
Trips receivers here on the near side, single set on the far side. Golick under center, going to turn and toss to Searcy here on the near sideline, trying to stretch it out and get around the corner, and he does. And he gets submarined down at the inside Newcomerstown territory at about the 48-yard line, as we have another flag after the play. I think there's a lot of jawing going down there, a lot of trash talking going on down there between these two teams, and officials are trying to keep it under control here, as a sideline judge just tossed a flag up after the play was well over and the team's walking back to their huddle as the white hat now.
I would say something along the lines of taunting, because I did see some fingers pointing after that run. A little bit of talking, so we'll see what the call is here.
Let's see what the call is. It's going to be a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Claymont Mustangs.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs. Takes the ball back to the 37-yard line.
So it's going to back them up to about the 37-yard line. And I'm sure Buddy White is like getting after his players. This is not what he wants to see. You get personal fouls, you get players ejected, you get unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and he doesn't want that. He's trying to change that about the Claymont Mustangs, and he's done a great job with it so far. But he's gathered his whole entire team around him over around the 35-yard line on his side of the field, and you can almost see it as he is laying into his team. He is getting after these guys, as they've had, like I said, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and they've had personal foul where a player kicked out already. But he is getting after his team and saying, hey, guys, this is unacceptable behavior here at Claymont. So Buddy White laying into his team with 3:56 to go in the second quarter.
That's what you like to see, though. A coach stepping up and being like, fellas, this is not acceptable. This is not Claymont football. This is not who we are. We play the game clean, and we win by the way we play. So he probably said some words that's not allowed to be suitable on radio, but Coach White stepping up and taking pride in what Claymont football looks like.
Looks like second down and 20 at their own 37-yard line now for the Mustangs. Nope, they are going to call it third down. So bunch receivers on the far side, 3 in a bunch formation, single set on the near side, shotgun. Golick takes the snap. Looking, plenty of time. He's going to spins out of a tackle, almost dropped in the backfield. He's just going to slide down at about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5 yards to bring up fourth down now for the Mustangs. And they're going to punt the football away with 3:35 to go here in the first half, leading 20-6.
That penalty, that big penalty, the unsportsmanlike penalty, puts you behind the chains. You had a manageable third down. But that penalty puts you behind the chains. Now, that's a drive killer. So that's something you can't have. And Coach White's not happy over there on the sideline whatsoever.
Back deep for the Trojans, Singer and Tanner Smith.
So Tanner Smith and Dom Singer back deep for the Trojans to field this punt off McMorrow's right foot. A high spiraling punt, going to be a fair caught over at about the 30-yard line by Singer, and that's where the Trojans will have it with 3:06 to go first half. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
All right. Welcome back to Lee Stadium as Dom Singer takes the handoff, comes here to the near side, fighting and trying to get up to about the 40-yard line, but he got tripped up and went down at about the 37-yard line. Nice run, 7-yard hard run there by Dom Singer. 2:50 to go here in the first half as Claymont leads 20-6.
Coach Gadd's probably like, all right, boys, we got 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the half. Let's run the ball. Let's score. Let's score before halftime. Let's go in on high here.
So the Mustangs will get the football after halftime, but the Trojans trying to cut into this lead before that. Going to turn and hand. That's Singer here to the near sideline again, trying to string it out and gets shoved out of bounds. And he's going to be out of bounds after maybe a gain of a yard or so. 3rd down and 4 at the 36-yard line.
It's something that Newcomerstown can't have them do. You have to pick up this 3rd down, keep the chains moving, keep that clock moving, because if not, each team's got 2 timeouts left. Coach White can be like, hey, timeout real quick, and let's double dip them. Let's see what we can do.
Going to call 3rd down and 2 now for the Trojans at their own 38-yard line. Justice under center. Going to turn and hand, this time to Singer again. This time he's going to get dropped in the backfield by a couple of guys back there on that defensive line. Looks like number 59, or was that 56, Brody Cameron? That was 56, Brody Cameron. And it's going to be a timeout taken by the Claymont Mustangs. And we'll keep it right here and head to our Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard. Our score here, 20-6. Claymont leads Newcomerstown. Ashland up on Dover, 21-7. Mansfield leads New Philadelphia 12-7. Garfield up on Carrollton on our other stream game here tonight with Big Z Sports. 7-0 Garfield at the half. Strasburg up on Sandy Valley 35-0. Indian Valley leads Buckeye Trail 48-8. Girard shutting out Garraway 35-0. Ridgewood up on East Canton 14-0. Conotton Valley all over Brownsville, PA 26-0. Fairless and Orville in a tight one, tied at 14. Tusky Valley leads Malvern 13-0 in the second quarter. TCC up on Federal Hocking 26-0. And Harrison Central leads Akron North in the second quarter 21-0. Again, that's a look at our Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard update. We'll have our First National Bank of Denison halftime report after this. End of our half here at our game as the punt goes away and then takes a Claymont bounce to about the 44-yard line inside Claymont territory. So Claymont going to get the football back now with 1:46 to go here in the first half, leading 20-6.
Here we go. They can double dip now, Joe, right? So Claymont elected to defer to the second half. Give them a minute 46, 1 timeout left. Coach White's probably thinking, let's get it down here. I have 1 timeout. Let's double dip these guys so we can put 14 up on the board here real quick.
So 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line for the Claymont Mustangs, leading 20-6. Again, our First National Bank of Denison halftime report coming up with Chris Kale, Roger Metzger, Adam Sweski back in the Hartshorse Quality Housing Studios at the half of our game as Golick takes a snap, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Martin Hernandez was the first one to get to him.
Brought down and a sack by 62, Bryce Gibbs and 54.
Bryce Gibbs with the sack there.
And Bryce Gibbs got to him to clean it up, but Martin Hernandez really got that sack done as he got back in the backfield and tripped up Golick as then Gibbs cleaned it up for the quarterback sack. Now at 2nd down and 14, about a 4-yard loss for the Mustangs. 1:14 to go here in the first half. 20-6 Claymont leads. 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Golick takes a snap, fires here to the near sideline, has his receiver just over the reach of number 11, Dawson Matzel. and that's going to fall incomplete. It can make it 3rd down and 14 now at the 40-yard line.
Great coverage by Newcomerstown there with Dom Singer on the coverage. So he's around the football. Anywhere it's up in the air, you're finding Dom Singer right there. So another down, 3rd down, big 3rd down from Newcomerstown. Get a stop here. That takes the pressure off the double dipping. So Coach Gass probably like, hey, we got it. Bend but don't break right here before halftime.
Big thanks to Stepping Stone Crafts and More in Uricksville for checking in and being a sponsor here for tonight's football game. We appreciate their sponsorship of high school football. Shotgun formation. Golick takes a snap, fires to the far sideline. It's going to be picked off almost. And that looks like number 4, Tegan Goddard, stepped in front of that football and almost picked that off. Well, that was Dom Singer, 4 or 5.
He's around the ball. Anytime that ball goes up in the air, man, he's right there to be making an attempt to pick it off.
That's why he is Chris Cale's favorite area athlete is Dom Singer, and he loves the zinger.
He does.
4th down and 14. They're going to punt the football away. Guess who's back to receive this punt?
Dom Singer.
Dom Singer and Tanner Smith. Going to be fair caught again by Dom Singer, and he makes the catch at about the 31-yard line inside his own territory.
About a 30-yard punt by number 8.
51 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, don't forget, just mentioned it a moment ago, our First National Bank of Denison halftime report coming up with the guys back in the studio. They'll get you caught up with what's going on around our area in high school football, and they do it the best, as our halftime show is second to none. And make sure you check out our post-game show after the conclusion of our game here tonight. They'll talk to area coaches on the winning side of the scoreboard and get as many in as they can. They do a great job in the state's best post-game show. And Big Z Sports on the Big Z Sports Radio Network. So 51 seconds to go here as Claymont comes out in a full house backfield, trailing 20-6. He's going to turn and hand to Singer. He's going to come here to the near side, to the 30, to the 35. He's going to get around the corner, lowers his shoulder, breaks out of a tackle, and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. The Singer gets the first down for the Trojans.
I like that play they run there, Joe. Fake 1 inside, fake 2 inside. So that collapses the defense, and here comes the Singer. Boom. Pops out to the outside here to their bench, and big play. So Newcomerstown's got some life here.
Have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line, trailing 20-6 with 43 seconds to go. Receiver goes split out to the far side, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. No, make that 3 backs in the backfield, but a receiver split to the far side. Justice takes a snap, looks back, now going to take off running, comes here to the near side, slips out of another tackle, gets into Claymont territory at about the 42-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. J.J. Justice making it happen with his legs.
Yeah, nothing was open, so he just found the green grass, tucked the ball in and ran for it, so picked up a big first down for the Newcomerstown Trojans.
So a timeout on the field, and we'll keep it right here as the Trojans take a timeout, as they have 1 timeout remaining and Claymont has 1 timeout remaining. Beautiful, beautiful night for high school football as we are on the top of the press box here at Newcomerstown, and what a view. I want to come up here every time we do a game.
Well, not every time.
If it's like October, November, and there's snow on the ground, I don't want to come up here.
That's the best time to do it, though.
No.
But you got to wear shorts, though.
No, heck no.
Come on, man.
I'm too old
Chris
for that.
Chris Kale and Shannon Thomas do it all the time.
Well,
Shannon, I remember, always wore shorts.
I bet you didn't have shorts on in that state championship game last year.
He was nice and warm in the box.
Oh, that's right.
Me and Chris were down on the field.
Right. Did Chris have shorts on?
No, Chris did not.
Oh, interesting. So full house backfield, a receiver split to the far sideline again as Justice under center. He's going to turn and roll out to the far sideline, has his receiver streaking down the field. Nope, he's going to hang on to it and run. He's going to pick up another first down, breaks out of a tackle, stays on his feet, keeps running. J.J. Justice all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Great run there by J.J. Justice.
Yeah, great run by him. I mean, he off one defender, off two defenders, and kept his feet moving. So big gain for the Newcomerstown Trojans.
So another timeout on the field taken by the Claymont. Nope, was it taken by Claymont or taken by Newcomerstown? Not sure yet. Let's see. Probably Newcomerstown going to call the timeout here with 24.6 seconds left. But a nice run there by the sophomore quarterback, J.J. Justice.
That'll be the Trojans' last timeout.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 now at the Claymont 26-yard line. Quick peek at the Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard update. Ashland still leads Dover 21-7. Mansfield Senior up on New Philadelphia 12-7. Garfield leads Carrollton 7-0. Strasburg at the half leads Sandy Valley 35-0. Indian Valley up on Buckeye Trail 54-8. Girard at the half leads Garroway 35-0. Ridgewood at the half leads East Canton 14-0. You got 4 wide receivers. Shotgun formation for Newcomerstown. Justice takes a snap. Looking. Now going to roll to the far sideline. Has a lot of green grass in front of him. At the 15, stumbles. Gets hit falls forward about the 11-yard line. J.J. Justice going to try to rush to the field. That's going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down as the Trojans hurrying it up at 14 seconds to go, and they're going to spike it out of the shotgun to bring up a second down now inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. J.J. Justice getting it done with his legs here to close out the first half.
He just picked up another 20 yards there, Joe. I think in his past 3 runs, I think he's had 40 or 50 yards. So he sees green grass. They're sending everybody down for a big play, and that's leaving the middle of the field wide open. Clamont's playing like a little prevent defense or whatever they want to call it, and that's leaving the quarterback wide open to score.
So the White Hat come over to talk to head coach Dirk Gadd. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now at the on it at right about the 10-yard line.
And we are, again, just right on the 10-yard line here.
So 12.8 seconds to go. Going to call a timeout for the Claymont Mustangs. That's going to be their final timeout of the first half. And we'll take it with them, a Cush Financial Group timeout. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Smoking on.
Lee Stadium, Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, 12.8 seconds to go. Shotgun formation as Justice now takes the snap, looking, has a couple receivers, going to get flushed out of the pocket, going to take off running now, and he's going to get dropped at about the 11-yard line, falls forward. But that's going to be the end of the first half as Newcomerstown cannot find the end zone before time expires, and we're at halftime. Claymont 20, Newcomerstown 6. Stay tuned for our First National Bank of Denison halftime report with the guys back in the studio. Again, our score 20-6. Back after this with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostics equipment. Whether your vehicle needs regular maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Lindsay Adams State Farm takes pride in customer service, community involvement, and their professional knowledge in the products and services offered, providing protection to their customers in more ways than just their auto insurance by protecting you from encountering any unexpected occurrences, including your auto, home, income, and the loss of a loved one. At Lindsay Adams State Farm, you're more than a customer, you're part of their family. Learn more about what Lindsay and her agents can do for you by visiting lindsayadamsf.com. Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium. We are at halftime. Our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. 20-6, Claymont leads the Newcomerstown Trojans. And what an entertaining first half as both teams turned the ball over a couple of times, and some great play by the Claymont Mustangs. They get some big plays, a couple plays by Braylon Mullen and Drayvon Searcy. A long touchdown reception to Jackson Jinks as well. And Newcomerstown had a 5-yard touchdown run by Brady Singer. But they also had some big plays from their quarterback, Robbie, is J.J. Justice just showing what he can do with his legs here tonight.
Yeah, showing what he can do with his legs. I mean, they're setting everybody deep, keeping that middle of the field wide open. And I'm sure Coach McCluskey and company, defensive coordinator for Mustangs, he can't be happy with that. So he knows that they are on assignment, but you can't leave the middle of the field wide open. And that's been hurting them so far. So on the other side of the ball, I mean, for Claymont, you have Carson Golick. He's letting it up to Jackson Jinks. He's throwing it up to the big man. That's what he's been doing. And then the rumbling, stumbling, bumbling Mullen, that was one heck of a run by a big man. So Claymont's offense has looked very efficient so far tonight. Couple hiccups with the interception and then a big penalty. Those are drive killers. So clean up those two things, and you got a perfect half. So Coach White, I'm sure, is in there laying into his guys saying, we can't have these penalties, can't have these turnovers. Let's go out in the second half, correct these. And with Newcomerstown, Coach Gadd, keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep running the ball, keep being physical up front, because it's going to start wearing and tearing Claymont down.
Absolutely, and we are at our First National Bank of Denison halftime report, and just recapping the first half a little bit for you here as we go along. At halftime, we're going to tally up some stats and come back after another timeout here. Again, 20-6. We may have a little Blaze McMorrow
he
action.
Got a breath coming up those ladders.
He had to climb that ladder. He's not used to doing that.
He's old, he says. But well, know something? He's the same age as me.
Yeah,
and I got up those ladders pretty good.
You guys are old.
Yeah, okay.
We're again at halftime, our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. And, of course, maybe we'll chat with one Blaze McMorrow after this timeout. We'll get some stats as Robbie is feverishly counting things up on it. He just took his shoes off, folks. So
he did.
He's got to tally up some stats here for you here in the first half. But we'll get back to that here in just a little bit. Another timeout. You're listening to Big Z Sports with Claxon Communications.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Hi, I'm Crystal, General Manager at Loudon Motors Ford. I invite you to stop in and feel the difference of shopping for your next vehicle with our friendly, non-commissioned sales staff, or the personal touch that you will receive from one of the last family-owned and operated dealerships for nearly 100 years. So my question for you is, when will you experience the crystal clear and loud and clear advantage right here in sunny Minerva, Ohio?
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At LodgeVision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Spring and summer bring big events, graduations, yard sales, and tournaments. The Educational Service Center Print Center is your go-to for sponsor banners, yard signs, and custom graduation packages with invitations, envelopes, and thank you cards. And when it's time for sports, the ECO Center in St. Clairsville is the perfect venue for AAU and JO tournaments. With spacious seating, plenty of parking, and easy access to hotels and restaurants, it's your one-stop arena for wrestling, cheer, and more. Plan your next event with us on the court or in print. Find out more today online at ecoesc.org.
Newtown Mall provides you a one-stop shop for anything you need. You can shop the latest fashions at Kohl's, Maurice's, or Marshall's, get your sporting goods at Dunham's or Dick's Sporting Goods, or redo a room in your house at Ashley Furniture. Find all these stores and more for yourself and experience Newtown. Plus, you can sign up to be a Newtown Mall VIP and follow your favorite stores so you're the first to know sales, giveaways, events, and more. To sign up and to see all that's happening, visit newtownmall.com.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of these communities, there is nothing better than high school football. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD.
Simona Bolteron is a global leader in plastics technology, manufacturing thermoplastic products for industries such as aircraft interior parts, medical device housings, wall coverings, general thermoforming, and many more. Simona Bolteron, a company like a friend, is proud to be a part of the community and wishes all local athletes good luck and have a great year. For more information, visit them online at bolteron.com. Simona Bolteron, 1 General Street, Newcomerstown.
With Room by Room, new from Carpet One, we've made finding the right floors easier than ever. Browse our curated collection of flooring options and shop by color, design, and lifestyle. Our local flooring experts will work with you to make your vision a reality and guide you with knowledge and easy-to-use tools to find the floor that fits your needs. So if you're ready to transform your home with beautiful new floors, scan the code to get started and come see the Room by Room difference for yourself. Exclusively at Carpet One Floor and Home.
Stepping Stone Crafts and More, located on Macaulay Drive in Uricksville, has everything you need to decorate your home or office for any season throughout the year. Stepping Stone is filled wall to wall with handmade crafts, candles, and more. Plus, when the weather gets better, Stepping Stone expands their selection with a variety of outdoor decor. To see all they offer, stop by 1745 Water Street in Uricksville or find Stepping Stone Crafts and More on Facebook.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. We're at the half, 20-6. Claymont leads. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, our Heart Service Quality Housing Studios, some mobile studios, in our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. And Robbie, did you get some stats tallied up for us there in that break?
I got some stats tallied up here, Joe. I mean, we got Jackson James with a 66-yard touchdown. He had an interception as well on defense. Braylon Mullen, he had a 43-yard touchdown run. And then Drayvon Searcy, I mean, he's up close to 100 yards right here with a touchdown tonight rushing. That's for the Claymont Mustangs. For the Newcomerstown Trojans, we have, gotta find my stats here, fellas. Number 3, J.J. Justice has 62 yards rushing. Dom Singer has 70. And Mason Shalosky has 43 with a touchdown by Dom Singer. And 2-point conversion was no good tonight. So a lot of running the ball so far for both teams.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a fun second half, but we're going to take a couple minutes here during our First National Bank of Denison halftime report, and we're going to bring in one Blaze McMorrow. I'm going to step off the headset, let Blaze and you talk a little bit.
This is a first.
Because Blaze is our wrestling guy. No, not WWE wrestling or anything like that. He is the high school wrestling aficionado. And we're going to let Blaze and Robbie talk a little bit about the upcoming wrestling season and what to expect from there. You can catch all the action here on our Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out this winter. I believe Blaze and Keith Thomas do a lot of the wrestling coverage. Nick McWilliams involved in it as well. But I'm going to turn the headset over to Blaze McMorrow, and you'll hear him and Robbie chatting a little bit about high school wrestling.
What's up, Robbie? Not much, man. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there, watching a great football game. And so tell me, Blaze, is wrestling season this year for Big Z Sports, is it going to be busy?
It's going to be busy. That's the goal, at least. We've been putting together a schedule. Now we're still trying to finalize it. Adam and Keith and myself have been kind of jumping on it early, so because it creeps up on you.
Oh, I bet it does. I mean, it's right. It's middle of September. When's the guys usually get back in on the mats here?
First official practice is normally like the second week in November, so it's
pushing.
I mean, yeah, some people be playing football still then. That's the
I
goal,
know.
right?
That is the goal. Play till December. I mean, what's some teams around here that you're looking forward to? I mean, I know we have Claymont having a lot coming back. Indian Valley's gonna have a lot coming back, but like from what I've been hearing, the Garaway Pirates are the team that's going to be the team to watch with Drexel Weber as their coach.
Yeah, you got Garaway loaded, young team last year. They got a couple guys back from injury last year that didn't get to finish the season, and they're gonna be loaded. You got Claymont, of course. They're bringing pretty much everybody back from last year's team, and then Indian Valley graduated. They graduated a couple guys. But they're bringing a couple All-Ohioans back in Bronco Braun and Bodie Raymond. So
yeah, speaking of Bodie, he scored for the Braves tonight.
Did he really?
He did. Yeah. He scored for the Braves tonight. I mean, the wrestling in Tuscarawas County has always been big. It was big when we were in school. We graduated in 2012. I know Claymont is always the powerhouse. So I always hear this team called Waynedale.
Waynedale, yeah.
And I hear they're coming to Tuscarawas County quite a bit this year. They get their little taste of T-County
little look
wrestling.
ahead. We're gonna have on the channel this year. We're gonna have Claymont Waynedale. We're gonna have Indian Valley Waynedale.
Woo!
We're gonna have Garaway Waynedale. So Indian Valley's gonna get Waynedale's gonna get Tuscarawas County's best punch. So we'll see what they can do. That Waynedale team's loaded. They're chasing a Division III state title.
This kid right behind us, a Claymont wrestler too?
That's Claymont's Niall Abiel. So
yeah. So I mean,
I don't know who let him up here on the roof.
I don't know
dangerous.
either. That's very dangerous. I mean, his dad would not be happy if something happened. Sky, wow. So the road to Columbus, isn't it what it's called? Everybody tries
the road
to get
to
there.
the Schottenstein Center in Columbus.
Oh wow! Tell me a little bit about that. Like that weekend, what it's all entail. I've never been there.
Oh, it's special. Keith Thomas got his first experience last year down on the floor with me, and he was loving it. It starts on a Friday. They're wrestling Friday, Saturday, Sunday. State finals are Sunday night. It's a 3-day meat grinder. Guys are watching their weight for 3 days. They're wrestling the best of the best. They're all chasing that pinnacle of an All-Ohioan spot, and some are chasing that state championship. It's the best of the best, though.
Well, we look forward to this winter hearing from you.
I'm ready.
Keith Thomas, Nick McWilliams, anybody on that wrestling staff who's ready to go. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some big names make it to the shot.
That's the goal in the area. Get as many guys to Columbus so we can have the area exposed to let people see what Tuscarawas County wrestling's all about.
All righty, man. Well, thank you for joining us here, and we got 3 minutes till the second half starts, and it's going to be a good one.
I can't wait.
You're listening here to Big Z Sports on 99.9 Z Country.
The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Yurksville, Area 2264, is a proud supporter of local school programs and youth programs, and local police and fire departments. The Eagles welcome you to enjoy live entertainment, kids' Christmas parties, kids' Halloween parties, and family picnics. To learn more about the Yurksville Eagles, they invite you to stop by and see how they are truly people helping people. Someone you know is already a member. 332 North Main Street in Yurksville, 740-922-9084.
5-star quality, 5-star service, 5-star satisfaction. Hi, this is Chandy Salisbury with Riverside Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. We are proud to be the area's only skilled nursing facility with these elite ratings. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Riverside ranks in the top 3% of nearly 1,000 Ohio facilities for outcomes, return-to-home success, and customer satisfaction. With on-site therapy 7 days a week, we help you recover quickly, safely, and confidently. Call me today at 740-498-5165 to learn more.
Durbin Tire Service, a third-generation family-owned business in Newcomerstown, has been providing quality, dependable, and affordable tire services to the area since 1952. Durbin Tire offers wheel alignment, suspension work, TPMS service, along with a large selection of new and used tires. Durbin Tire Service is at 330 Ray Street in Newcomerstown. Find them online at durbintire.com. Durbin Tire, a proud supporter of Newcomerstown athletics.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and our First National Bank of halftime report. Great job by the guys back in the station getting you caught up on what's going on around our area in high school football for week number 5. Robbie, week number 5. You know, it just seemed like we did week number 1 last week. You know, it's been a fast season so far. It flies by every year regardless, but it just seems like this year is going by really fast. But we are at halftime, 20-6, Claymont leads.
It doesn't even feel like football. It feels like football, but it doesn't. I feel like you're in the middle of summer still. You're playing summer ball.
It hasn't rained since June. I'm probably exaggerating. They're probably July, honestly. But it looks like there is some rain in the forecast for next
Swiss
week.
Fest.
Yeah, exactly. Every year we get Swiss Fest and it rains.
Yes, sir.
So, looks like Sunday night into Monday, and then again maybe Wednesday into Thursday, and maybe some over the weekend as well. We'll see how all that happens. But we're still a week away. It could stop. It could go away and whatever. But yeah, the rain in the forecast, we definitely need it. We could use some in our area. Like I said, it probably hasn't rained, honestly, since probably July. I haven't mowed the grass since about July.
I don't think you mowed the grass at all.
Hey, heck, I mow the grass a lot.
Hey, just want to, real quick, happy little belated birthday to the old Cam Anderson.
Oh, that's right.
Yesterday, and his twin sister, Carrie, and my Aunt Becky. They all share birthdays.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. So what'd you get your brother and sister for your birthday?
Absolutely nothing.
Why not?
Because.
What kind of big brother are you?
Hey, man.
Are you older than Brandon?
I am. I'm the oldest out of all four.
I thought Brandon was older than you. Maybe he just acts that way. I don't know. But 15 seconds to go here before we kick off in the second half, as Newcomerstown's going to kick the football off to Claymont, 20-6 here at halftime in our Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Going to be underway here in just a moment as we're ending halftime with 12 minutes back on the clock now, and both teams are ready to go Two backs back deep is Jinx and Searcy. They got their feet planted on about the 19-yard line in their own territory. As Claymont gets ready to receive this Cartoons of New Philadelphia opening second half kickoff. And we are underway here in the second half at Lee Stadium. Going to be fielded by an up back at about the 30-yard line. Going to take it to the far sideline. Breaks out of a tackle. That's Jackson Jinx. Breaks out of another one. Gets up close to the 40-yard line, and that's where Claymont will have it. First and 10 at their own, they're going to say 39-yard line.
Yes, sir. And it kind of cooled off a little bit up here, Joe, sitting on top of this press box. So, speaking of starting the second half, Claymont and Coach Buddy White probably won in the halftime. Clean up the penalties, clean up the turnover, and let's play a good second half, a clean second half. Coach Gadd, keep doing what you're doing. He's probably telling the kids. So let's keep running the ball. Let's wear and tear them down, and let's see if we can punch a couple scores in here quick.
Shotgun formation, Carson Golick with two backs in the backfield, two receivers here on the near side. It's going to be a quarterback run as he's going to keep it and gets up past the line of scrimmage, close to the 45-yard line, and that's going to bring up a second down. That was actually Nolan McMorrow, excuse me, on that. A little wildcat quarterback.
Haven't seen that much tonight, the little wildcat quarterback action going on, and that's usually what happens when he's in a quarterback. They run the power I or power formation.
Did you see the score update that Adam sent us?
I did see that score update. That's a great score update.
That's a blowout, if you tell me.
That's a blowout.
Shotgun formation, two receivers here on the near side. They're going to hand off this time to Searcy. Comes here to the near side, 45, breaks out of a tackle, gets shoved out of bounds just inside Newcomerstown territory at about the 49-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Claymont Mustangs, who lead 20-6 with 11:09 to go here in the third quarter.
Coach White running the football, chewing clock up, so he must see something in his running back. Just let him run the ball. Searcy's ran the ball very hard tonight. He had 81 yards in the first half.
So add another 8 or 9 yards to that total, so he's pushing 90 yards now here in the game is Searcy. Searcy goes in motion. Looks like McMorrow still at quarterback, going to take off running, going to get dropped in the backfield. That's Martin Hernandez back there getting him and bringing him to the turf. That's going to be a loss in the play from the junior defensive tackle, Martin Hernandez. And he is a big boy, 5'9", 275, plays the nose tackle position. And one of the best offensive linemen in the area.
Yeah, great offensive lineman, one of the best in the area. He'd probably start on every team so far in Tuscarawas County. So, I mean, he's a big boy up front. He pushes people around really good.
So second down and 13 now at their own 48-yard line. Two receivers on each side of the field. I'm sorry, one receiver on each side of the field. I formation. Haven't seen that formation in a long time. They're going to pitch it out here to Searcy. Gets out of a tackle into Newcomerstown territory. He's down the sideline to the 20. Sidesteps a tackler and gets dropped at about the 10-yard line. Drayvon Searcy. But there is a flag way back here at about the 41-yard line. Take a look at our Ron's Heating and Cooling instant replay on that run. Unfortunately, I think it's going to come back as Claymont, I think, got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Maybe a hold on the Claymont Mustangs.
Joe, I'm an offensive lineman at heart. I coached the offensive line. I played the offensive line. I'm sorry, but that wasn't a penalty, man. He blocked to the whistle. That's what he's coached to do. He had his hands inside and everything. He drove the guy to the ground, and the referee thought it was a hold. So that was a great block by Jackson Jinx.
Jinx did a nice job blocking on that play and got caught for the holding. As they're going to bring Searcy's long run back now. Going to bring up a second down and 13 now for Claymont. But great play design of the traditional I formation. Don't see that very often anymore.
You only see that on one team in the county.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all they run.
So Braylon Mullen dots the I. Same formation. Receiver on each side of the field. I formation. Going to try that toss play to the far side of the field again. He's going to get dropped in the backfield. I couldn't tell who brought him down. That may have been Tanner Smith out there. Brought Searcy down. So Tanner Smith in on the tackle for the Trojans. A 1-yard loss on the play by Searcy. They tried the exact same play just to the opposite side of the field. Did the Mustangs. 9:19 to go third quarter. Claymont leads 20-6.
Claymont has that. You come out of the second half, you have a scripted 5-6 plays that worked in the first half. So Coach White needs to put his hand down here and say, hey, this is the best play we got. Pick up a first down here. Keep the chains moving.
2 receivers on this side, 2 receivers on the far side. As you have a receiver that takes off running, that's going to be Jackson Jinks. And they're going to call offsides on the defense. They're going to say the defense was in the neutral zone. But how could you have a receiver take off running at the same time? They're going to call offsides on the defense. That's kind of crazy.
That is. You usually get the offensive guy first that goes.
And Coach Gadd not happy about that call, as you had a wide receiver 10 yards down the field when they threw the flag, but they called it on the defense. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Claymont Mustangs.
Makes it a little bit more manageable for the Mustangs to pick up a first down here. I make it bet they go to Jinx here. 6'3" guy.
2-by-2 shotgun formation. Golick steps back, now going to get flushed out of the pocket. Going to get a fumble on the ground, and the Claymont Mustangs turn it over as Newcomerstown picks it up and recovers the fumble. Looks like number 62 for the Newcomerstown Trojans got in there. That's Bryce Gibbs, forced the fumble. And the Trojans recover it inside the Claymont territory at about the 49-yard line. So a big turnover there by Claymont with 8:50 to go, third quarter, leading 20-6.
They're having, from what I understand, Joe, is last week they had 5 fumbles. This week they have an interception and a fumble. So too many turnovers for the Mustangs the past 2 weeks.
So full house backfield. J.J. Justice now under center with Gonter, Singer, and Shalosky in the backfield. They're going to hand to Singer. Cuts to the far sideline, gets dropped at about the 45-yard line, maybe the 44-yard line. Going to see a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 now for the Trojans.
Do what you do best. Just keep running the football. Good things will come out of it. They know the play's coming. What play's coming? They just don't know which guy's going to have the football. So you keep running the plays, You'll break one off sooner or later.
2nd down and 6 at the Claymont 45-yard line. Full house backfield again. Justice under center. Takes the snap, turns, going to be a play-action pass, going to roll, throw here to the near sideline, has Tanner Smith. Does he make the catch? He does!
Wow.
All the way down to the 15-yard line where he's going to be finally dropped by Jackson Jinks. Tanner Smith with a First Federal Community Bank first down catch from J.J. Justice.
That was a great catch. Great catch by him. I mean, he was double coverage, everything, and that ball was up there for a long time, Joe. So way for Tanner Smith to go get the football.
Great throw there by J.J. Justice as well, as he's covered by 2 defenders, and Tanner Smith goes up and gets it over the bigger defender of Jackson Jinks, the senior against the junior. 7:40 to go, third quarter, 20-6. Claymont leads Newcomerstown, but Newcomerstown has it first and 10 inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone at the 15. They got a hand off to Singer, and he steps out of a tackle. He gets up to the 10, breaks out of another one. 5, does he get in? He does. Touchdown. Dom Singer from 15 yards out. And the Trojans are within a score of the Claymont Mustangs.
That offensive line right there, Joe, they saw the blitz coming. The blitz took out the pulling guard, took out the tackle, and Dom Singer just did some magic work there with his feet. He eluded 2 tackles, went down the sideline. So great run by Dom Singer, but even better job by the offensive lineman, taking out the blitzer, and then that pulling tackle got it up to the second level.
So Dom Singer with a 15-yard touchdown run cuts the lead for the Claymont Mustangs to 20-12. The Trojans are going to go for 2 with 7:21 to go, third quarter. Full house backfield. J.J. Justice going to go under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Singer. Breaks out of a tackle into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Dom Singer makes it 20-14 now for the Trojans. Only trail by 6 with 7:21 to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Find your path to success at Buckeye Career Center. Buckeye students earned over 3,000 industry-recognized credentials this past school year, and over 130 students participated in our School to Work program or an internship at a local business. Let us help you get a jump start on your future in a career of landscaping and turf management, pharmacy technician, HVACR, CAD development and design, or any of our over 30 programs. Enroll today for next school year by visiting BuckeyeCareerCenter.org.
Are you a compassionate caregiver looking for a career with purpose? Second Family Home Care and Support Services is now hiring home health aides and STNAs. We offer competitive wages, flex time scheduling, and employment rewards because we believe in supporting the people who support others. Start your journey with a company that truly cares. Visit careers.secondfamily.com to apply today or contact them at 740-462-3152.
To Lee Stadium, 20-14. Claymont leads Newcomerstown. Newcomerstown just scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now the Cartoons of New Philadelphia ensuing kickoff going to be fielded at about the 22-yard line by Searcy up to the 35-yard line. Going to get dropped right there at the 35-yard line. That's where Claymont will have it, trailing by only 6 with 7:14 to go.
Got ourselves a ball game now, Joe. This could be a huge momentum shift for Newcomerstown. If they get a 3 and out here.
Newcomerstown Trojans looking for a stop now on defense to try to get the ball back in the end zone. 7:14 to go, third quarter. A jersey number update for the Claymont Mustangs. Now Ethan Fair, who usually wears number 4, is wearing number 59, so he's probably going to go at left guard where Brady McGuire was ejected earlier in the first half. So Ethan Fair now wearing number 59 for the Mustangs. Got a Nolan McMorrow in there with the Wildcat quarterback, and he is going to get dropped right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard to bring up 2nd down and 9, as they had a big package in there with several extra offensive linemen and one back in the backfield with McMorrow, and now he checks out of the ball game. As he goes over, now comes back in, does McMorrow with 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson in our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios. Jinx goes split out to the far side. Receiver set here on the near side. Shotgun formation as Golick turns and hands to Searcy. Lowers his shoulder and gets up close to the 40-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4, maybe 5 yards for the Mustangs.
Searcy just picks up another 5. He's close to 100 here, Joe. I had to do a little bit of math in my head. I had to get the toes out real quick, but he's close to 100 yards here on the night, and Searcy's been running the ball really well.
I did notice you took your shoes off so you could count later.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I went to Indian Valley. I can't count that high.
3rd down and 6 from the 40-yard line. 5:56 to go. In the third quarter, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. That's McMorrow going to take the snap again, going to lower his shoulder. He's going to get up close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be short by maybe 2 yards. Going to bring up 4th down now for the Claymont Mustangs, and a big decision here for head coach Buddy White. What is he going to do here as he's 4th down, and they're going to call it a long 2, maybe 3 yards at the 44-yard line. It looks like they're going to maybe punt the football away.
I don't know. Looks like they might go for it.
McMorrow's their punter. Let's see what they're going to do here. 4th down, and they're calling it 2 on the scoreboard at the 44-yard line. It looks like they are going to go for it. High formation. 2 receivers, 1 on each side of the field. Going to turn and hand to the back up the middle. He keeps his legs driving, and he gets past the 45-yard line to about the 47-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank 1st down, as we have an injured Trojan back on the 40-yard line and a timeout on the field. A Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take it with them for the injury. Back after this, you listen to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hill & Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
After the timeout, the injury timeout, Tegan Gonter's helped off the field, walks off under his own power, but being looked at the bench now. 1st and 10 at the 47 for the Claymont Mustangs. Comes out in the I formation. Going to fake, and now Golick takes a snap, pump fakes, fires over the middle, has McMorrow, but overshoots him, and that's going to fall incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now for the Mustangs.
Yeah, if Golick would just stayed in the pocket, keep his feet firm there, he would have made that completion. He was leaning backwards, falling off his back foot, and just floated that ball over top of his head.
We'll get to a Fairless Chevrolet scoreboard update, or a Fairless Falcons scoreboard update, because Fairless is on the scoreboard. I'll give you that score. 28-21, Orville leads Fairless in the 3rd quarter. We'll get to the rest of our Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard after this. 2nd down and 10 now at the 47-yard line for the Mustangs. Come out in the I formation. They're going to hand it to Mullen up the middle, and he gets nowhere as a couple of defenders pile on and drop Mullen for a loss on the play to bring up 3rd down and about 11, maybe 12 yards now for the Claymont Mustangs.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Bryce Gibbs, Clay Bishop, Martin Hernandez, all in there on the tackle for the Trojans.
Look at the Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard update. Ashland up on Dover 42-7. New Philadelphia leads Mansfield Senior 13-12. Garfield up on Carrollton 13-0. Strasburg all over Sandy Valley 42-0. Indian Valley all over Buckeye Trail 54-16. More scores in a minute. Shotgun formation 2-by-2. Receivers on the field. Golick takes a snap, drops back, now rolls here to the near side. Looking, going to just fire it out of bounds. It's caught, but out of bounds by number 2, Lucas Justice. He was 2 or 3 feet out of bounds when he caught that, but going to bring up 4th down now for the Mustangs as the Trojans force a punt here again with 4:11 to go, 3rd quarter, only trailing 6, Robbie.
Yeah, that was a big stop by the Trojans defense. So Coach Gadd's got to be ecstatic right now, and the momentum's shifting back to him. You're on your home field, so got down a little early, so the offense needs to produce here and getting this ball back.
So 4th down and 11 now on their own 46-yard line. Tanner Smith and Dom Singer back to return this punt off the right leg of Nolan McMorrow. Going to take a Claymont bounce all the way down inside the 20 and take a stop at about the 18-yard line. That's where the Newcomerstown Trojans will have it. After this timeout, you're listening to high school football in Week 5. Big Z Sports coverage of Claymont and Newcomerstown. Back in 30 seconds after this with Big Z Sports.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium in Newcomerstown. I almost said New Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Newcomerstown as they hand the football off. And the running back going to get a gain of about 2 on the play.
Look like Mason Shalosky on the.
Yeah, Shalosky on the carry. 2nd down and about 8 now for the Trojans. You're listening to WTUZ, Uricksville, New Philadelphia. And you're listening to high school football on 99.9. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson. In our Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studios. 2nd down and 8 now on their own 20-yard line. for the Newcomerstown Trojans, who trail Claymont 20-14 with 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Full house backfield as Justice goes under center. Going to turn and hand, or nope, pitch it out to Dom Singer. Makes one guy miss. What a shifty move there by Singer as he's drugged down by his helmet at about the 25, maybe 26-yard line. That's going to be a third down and manageable at about 4 yards now for the Trojans.
Yeah, Dom Singer, the only way they've been bringing him down tonight so far is around his helmet because he's really shifty, moves his feet really well. So Dom Singer right now is having himself a game, Joe. He's at 94 yards here late in the third quarter.
Dom Singer with 94 yards on the game. Third down and 3 as they're calling it on the scoreboard at the 25-yard line. Full house backfield again with Justice under center. Going to turn and hand to Singer. Breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's going to get dropped right about the line of scrimmage as he had a hole there, but a couple of Claymont defenders closed that gap and closed that hole down. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 3, and that's going to be a punting situation for the Trojans.
Would you fake him out here, Joe? Do a little fake maybe?
I don't know,
Throw
man.
him off guard.
It's a little deep in their own territory. You miss here and something happened and they get great field position that could ice the game. I mean, you're only down 6. So, I mean, it's possible if you have a great designed fake, but I don't see that happening. It's going to be a low line drive punt. It's going to take a hit, and that actually hit it. That hit a Claymont returner, and that was Miles Wolf back there to return that punt. Went right through his hand and bounced all the way down into his own territory at about the 38-yard line. So that's where Claymont will have it. 1st and 10, leading 20-14. Take a look at the Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard. As Ashland up on Dover 42-7. New Philadelphia leads Mansfield Senior 15-12. Garfield up on Carrollton 13-0. Final, Strasburg improves to 5-0 on the year with a 42-7 win over Sandy Valley. Indy Valley up on Buckeye Trail 54-6. Garraway on the board over on Girard, but Girard leads 42-7 in the fourth quarter. Ridgewood up on East Canton 28-0. Conotton Valley all over Brownsville, PA, 40-0. And Orville leads Fairless 28-27. They're going to pitch it out there to, can't not pick up that number that
3,
far.
Joe.
That number 3 out there. That's going to be Mason Bailey. Pass complete from Golick. And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down as Mason Bailey caught it and took off running down the far sideline.
48-yard line.
Another Fairless Chevrolet scoreboard update. Tusky Valley up on Malvern 13-8 in the fourth quarter. TCC all over Federal Hocking 46-6. And Harrison Central shutting out Akron North 35-0 in the fourth quarter. So 1:13 to go here in the third quarter in our game. 2 backs in the backfield now. They're going to turn and fake. There's going to be a counter to Nolan McMorrow right up the middle of the field. Breaks out of a tackle, and he's going to get out past or down past the 45 to about the 42-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Claymont Mustangs.
The Mustangs there just ran a fake toss, a little handoff inside, and have a tackle. You pull your tackle, go no guard, just pull your tackle. We like to call that Sally or whoever you want to call it. But, yeah, I've seen that play a couple times, Brandon.
Did you ever get to pull when you were an offense? I know you were a center, right?
No.
Were you a center?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get to pull. No, I wasn't fast enough to do that.
So back in the backfield as Golick's under center. 2 receivers in the backfield as well. As Searcy takes the pitch, going to try to make a guy miss, and he's going to get dropped at about the 40-yard line. Number 54, Clay Bishop on the tackle for the Trojans.
They're going to have to run one more play, Joe.
Yep, get a play off here, and then we're going to put 4s in the air here at Lee Stadium with a 20-14 football game as Claymont has its 2nd down and 9 at the Newcomerstown 41-yard line. So Claymont breaks the huddle. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Shotgun formation. Golick gets the snap, Gives the handoff to Searcy up the middle, breaks out of a tackle, gets down close to the 35-yard line. And that's going to do it for the third quarter here at Lee Stadium. As Chris Kale loves to say, the fours go in the air. 20-14, Claymont leads Newcomerstown. Back with the fourth quarter after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Lee Stadium. 3rd down and 4 for the Claymont Mustangs. They're going to take it from the shotgun. That's Nolan McMorrow going to lower his shoulder, breaks out of a tackle, spins out of another one, gets down close to the 25-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Claymont moving. The drive is
going fast now,
extending as they're going to come out and have their big package again as McMorrow stays in at quarterback, the Wildcat. McMorrow takes a snap, lowers his shoulder, runs into a defender, and gets down to about the 24-yard line. Pickup of about 1 on the play to bring up 2nd down now and 9 for the Mustangs.
So all the coach had to do there for Claymont is you call your first play, Joe, and then you're just going to be like, all right, we're going to do it to the opposite side, so we line up to the opposite side. Then he called 2 plays and 1 huddle there for him. So that was kind of a smart move, get the defense a little out of breath, get them going a little bit. So wear and tear up front.
So 11:15 to go here in the football game. Claymont leads 20-14. But they're driving inside Newcomerstown territory at the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 9, 4 wide receivers, 2 by 2. Shotgun formation. Golick bobbles a snap. He's going to fire it out, and that's going to be incomplete. The bobbled snap threw the play off a little bit as Golick did a nice job to hang on to the football and get it out to his intended receiver, Mason Bailey.
That was good, though. He got it out. Even though he bobbled that snap, he still got it off. And he made the smart decision, just go to the sideline. And even though it was an incomplete pass, he stopped the clock. And they can catch their breath now for a good 3rd down call.
3rd down and 9 to go from the Newcomerstown 24-yard line. 3 receivers bunched here on the near side. 1 receiver on the far side is Golick in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back now on a roll, getting a lot of pressure coming around the end. And that's going to go out of bounds. They're going to throw a flag. They are not. It's going to be incomplete, going to say uncatchable. And that's going to bring up 4th down now for the Claymont Mustangs, probably in go-for-it territory.
Oh, yeah, you're in definitely go-for-it territory, so you got to draw up a good play here.
That incompletion brings up 4th down.
Another final we see here, Joe. Girard knocked off Garraway tonight, 49-7. That knocks Garraway to 4-1.
4-1 on the year for the Garraway Pirates, who traveled to Girard tonight. Girard, if you don't know, is in the same conference as South Range.
Ooh.
So 4th down and 9 now at the Newcomerstown 24-yard line. 4 wide receivers here on the near side. That's going to be that's going to be offsides on the defense as the defender Lucas Justice tried to anticipate the snap count. That's going to move him ahead 5 yards for the Claymont Mustangs. 4th down and 4 now, a little more manageable.
Yeah.
You got to give it to the Newcomerstown defense, trying to be aggressive right there and try to adjust or try to guess the play call or the snap count, and just missed it and caused a penalty. So 4 wide receivers on the far side now, 1 here on the near side, shotgun formation. Golick takes a snap, drops back, looking. Going to throw it towards the end zone. Has a receiver wide open in the end zone. Touchdown for the Claymont Mustangs. That's number 2, Brady Fox on the touchdown, a 20-yard touchdown. Check out our Ron's Heating and Cooling replay on our YouTube channel of the long 20-yard touchdown pass from Carson Golick to Brady Fox into the end zone, and that makes the lead 26-14.
Great pitch and catch there. Just went up the sideline, found him wide open. That's a big score for the Claymont Mustangs. Put a little dent in it here.
So they're going to go for 2 as well, as it's 26-14, make it a true 2-score football game. As you're going to have 2 backs in the backfield. Looks like Nolan McMorrow now in at quarterback. 2 receivers split here on the near side. Going to be a fake as McMorrow looks now, rolls out to the far sideline, getting pressure. He's going to throw it to the back of the end zone. Has his receiver. Does he make the catch? He does not. That's going to be incomplete. And then no on the 2-point conversion. He did not complete that catch as he went to the ground. And they cannot call that I wouldn't see how that's a catch.
I don't see how that's a catch either, Joe.
But the officials are talking about it.
And they say it's good.
And they're going to say it's a good 2-point conversion. Wow, that's I'd love to see the replay on that and see if he was able to hang on to that football, because as he went to the ground, that ball came out and flew over to the track. But the 2-point conversion is good according to the officials now with 10:46 to go in the football game. Claymont leads 28-14. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Sports.
Fourth quarter, 10:46 to go. Claymont leads 28-14 over Newcomerstown. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, our Heart Service Quality Housing Mobile Studios. Big thanks to Yorksville Eagles for stepping on our broadcast here today to support this football game as the kickoff, the Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff, brought up here to the 25 to the 30. Breaks out of a tackle, does Singer up here to the 40. Steps out of a tackle, the 45, finally shoved out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Nice return there by Dom Singer. And now the Trojans have good field position here, trailing 14 with 10:35 to go.
You got to score, and you got to score quicker, Joe. Just keep yourself in the game. You may be down by 14, but keep running your offense. You're going to pop one of these runs sooner or later, and it's going to be a big run.
Big thanks to Riverside Manor for jumping on our football game here tonight and supporting these two teams in week number 5 of the high school football season. We appreciate all the support we get from our listeners, and I'm sure our sponsors appreciate over almost 500 people watching our stream right now. We appreciate that. They have other options, and they chose Big Z Sports by a whopping margin. So 10:35 to go here in the football game. We've got to delay a game or a legal substitution on the Newcomerstown Trojans. Going to back them up 5 yards or bring up 1st and 15 now at the 41-yard line.
Penalties, man. Put you behind the chains. 1st and 15.
So shotgun formation for the Trojans. 2 by 2. Back in the backfield with J.J. Justice. Justice takes off, going to take off running. Oh, tried to make a cut and slipped as the turf monster got him at about the 44-yard line. 43-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 2 on the play to bring up a second down now in about 13.
Turf monster, you mean grass monster, man.
Turf, grass, you know.
Same thing.
Same thing. It's probably getting a little cool down there, so probably the grass is getting a little dewy. And the feet just went right out from underneath the sophomore J.J. Justice. Big thanks to McDonald's for jumping on our broadcast tonight. I could go for a McDonald's coffee right now. It sounds really good.
We might stop on the way to their station.
We can do that. McDonald's coffee is in my future, I have a feeling. Second down and 13 as Justice going to fire it out to the far sideline. Sidesteps the defender, does the receiver. And that looks like it was Dom Singer out there on the far sideline. Let's see if I can pick up a number. That was actually Tanner Smith. Calvin Edwards on the stop for the Mustangs. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 now after the 8-yard pitch and catch from Justice to Tanner Smith. So ball's placed right at the 50-yard line. 2 receivers split here on the near side. 2 on the far side. That's called 2-by-2 in the shotgun with a back in the backfield to the left of J.J. Justice. Justice takes a snap, drops back, going to take off running again up the middle of the field. Gets grabbed by the helmet and then brought down at about the 48-yard line. So that's going to be a loss on the play of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 4th down and see what's going to happen here. Looks like, are they going to punt the football away or are they going to try to go for it? They're down 14 with 8:41 to go in the football game.
Looks like they're going to punt it, Joe.
They are going to punt the football away, are the Newcomerstown Trojans. As Tegan Gonter back to kick the football away as Miles Wolf back to receive the punt. Going to be a high end-over-end kick. Going to take a Newcomerstown bounce down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. And that's where Claymont will have it. 1st and 10, leading 28-14. Robbie, been a kind of exchange of a punt and a turnover on downs and something. I know Newcomerstown wants to try to get the ball in the end zone a couple times, but they're running out of time here.
Yeah, running out of time now. Claymont's got the ball. They're probably going to start to wind that clock and just let it go as far as they can. Pick up a couple first downs and hopefully get out of here with a win.
Claymont, I figured Claymont would come out and try to run the football, but they got 3-by-1 as Rolick going to pump fake down the far sideline. Had the receiver there for a second, but it looked like Dom Singer tracked it down and almost picked that ball off. So looked like Singer almost got to it. He in and out of his hands as the intended receiver was Jackson Jinks. There's quite a size difference in the two. Dom Singer at 5'6", Jackson Jinks every bit of 6'4", but Singer went up and tried to get that football and now is down where he fell to the ground. It looks like he's doing okay, but the trainers are going to run out to him. A Cush Financial Group timeout for the injured player, and we'll take it timeout. Back after this. Listen to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
This is
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium. 8:09 to go in the football game. Dom Singer was the injured player, got up and hustled off the field as they're going to hand it off to Drayvon Searcy. Right up the middle as the Claymont Mustangs get it out to about the 35-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Mustangs. As the clock moving now at, should be continuing to roll there, 8:06 to go in the game. Claymont leads 28-14. Make sure you stick around for our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show here at the game. We'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and then we'll get you to the best postgame in the state of Ohio for high school football. And that's the Big Z Sports postgame show coming up right after the end of our broadcast, and they'll talk to all the winning coaches here tonight from teams in our area. As Martin Hernandez drops the ball carrier in the backfield, almost took the handoff, did Hernandez, and a great play there by the junior defensive tackle.
He's a wrecking ball in there, man. He makes a lot of plays for the Newcomerstown Trojans.
As Martin Hernandez gets in the backfield, and like I said, almost took the handoff and just dropped the back as soon as he got the ball handed to him. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 now at the 34-yard line. 7:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation. Golick takes the snap, drops back, looking, fires here to the near sideline, has his receiver and just overshoots him as it was intended for number 3, Mason Bailey. Going to bring up 3rd down and 12 now for the Claymont Mustangs.
The Mustangs are running the ball so efficiently. They're picking up 5-6 yards a pop sometimes. So I don't know why they're going away from that and throwing the football, stopping the clock, or giving Newcomerstown chances if you wanted to ice this game a little bit.
So 3rd down and 12 now at their own 34-yard line for the Claymont Mustangs. Shotgun formation. Golick takes a snap. Going to pump fake now, run here to the near sideline. Getting pressure. Going to run back around the other way. Points to a receiver. Just overshoots his intended receiver, Dawson Matzel. And that's going to bring up 4th down now as Carson Golick tried to make something happen as he's pointing his receivers to an open spot on the field and just overshot him by a couple of yards. So it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Mustangs as Nolan McMorrow goes back to punt the football away. And Tanner Smith and Dom Singer, nice to see him back out on the field at about the 35-yard line with 6:46 to go in the football game. Going to be a high, wobbly kick, going to take a bounce and take a Claymont roll all the way down inside the 30, close to the 25-yard line. And that's where Newcomerstown will have it. 1st and 10, trailing 28-14. Let's take a look at our Bear Carpet One scoreboard. Ashland beat Dover 42-7. New Philadelphia up on Mansfield Senior 29-12. Garfield leads Carrollton 13-0. Strasburg improves to 5-0 as they knock off Sandy Valley 42-7. Indian Valley improves to 4-0 as they beat Buckeye Trail 54-16. Girard knocks off Garraway 49-7. Ridgewood beats East Canton 28-0. Conotton Valley all over Brownsville, PA 46-7. Orville up on Fairless Big now 48-21. Malvern leads Tusky Valley 14-13. TCC improves to 2-3 on the year with a 46-6 win over Federal Hocking. And Harrison Central gets their first win of the season as they knock off Akron North 41-8. Again, coming up in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, Chris Kale, Roger Metzger, Adam Soweski will get you caught up around the area in high school football. We'll talk to as many coaches as they can get in during their postgame show, the best high school football postgame show around on Big Z Sports. You can catch it in many, many ways. 99.9 WTUZ on our sister station, 1450 AM WJER, online WTUZ.com. Make sure you check it out. They'll give out some hats off awards. They'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Week as well. They'll have the Pancake Award. I know that's right up Robbie's alley in 2 different ways, pancakes and linemen.
100%.
6:37 to go in the football game as the Trojans come out 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Full house backfield. Going to turn and pitch it out here to Dom Singer. Takes it, follows block, cuts out to the far sideline here, or the near sideline, the 45 up close to the 50-yard line. Say he was down at the 49-yard line, so A 9-yard gain for Dom Singer.
Looks like about a 9-yard gain.
2nd down and 1 at the 49-yard line. Clock moving at 6:14 to go.
Great play there to start off with the zinger. Get him outside, let him make some plays. So Newcomerstown's just going back to their bread and butter. They're not going to go 2x2 or whatever here. They're just running the ball.
.55 to go in the game. Newcomerstown comes out, full house backfield. Nope, make that a shotgun formation. It fooled me there for a second. As Justice takes a snap, gets a lot of pressure. Mullen has him by one hand and drops him back behind the 40-yard line, down close to the 35 at the 36-yard line. And that's going to be a loss on the play, a big loss for the Trojans as Braylon Mullen fought his way through and got to the quarterback.
Yeah, great pressure there by Mullen. He got to the quarterback. It looked like they were trying to set up a little screen play. He was rolling out to the right here. It looked like he was going to throw it back. So great breakup of the play.
So a big loss on the play, going to bring up 3rd down and 13 now for the Newcomerstown Trojans. Trailing 28-14 with 5 minutes to go in the football game. Justice under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Going to turn and pitch it to Dom Singer on the far sideline. Breaks out of a tackle. Follows his blocks and gets dropped at about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 for Dom Singer. Brings up 4th down now for the Trojans. You got to go for it here, Robbie, don't you think?
Yeah, you're down by 14, Joe. You got to go for it. You got to try to keep those chains moving. I know the clock's moving, but you got to break out a play here sooner or later to get a lot of yards in one chunk.
So 4th down and 9, they're calling it at the 41-yard line. 4:20 to go in the football game. Receiver split here to the near side. That's Tanner Smith. 3 backs in the backfield with Justice under center. Justice rolls here to the near side, looking for his receiver. Finds nothing, takes off running. There's a flag thrown. It looks like we're going to have a penalty on the Newcomerstown Trojans. It's going to be a hold, and I'm sure that penalty is going to be declined, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yes, sir.
It is a hold on the Trojans. 1st down, Claymont. Now inside Newcomerstown territory, and they have the football back, leading by 14, 28-14.
Yeah, all you got to do is pick up a couple 1st downs, run the football, and Claymont can go to 4-1, Joe, on the year.
Been since 2017 that the Claymont Mustangs begin the season at 4-1. They finished that season at 8-2. They lost to New Philadelphia, and they lost to Indian Valley in the rivalry game in week number 10 in the infamous clock game.
We don't talk about that.
Well, it's what it's
There's
called.
There's
that's
nothing wrong.
That's what it's referred to, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 receivers here on the near side, receiver on the far side. As McMorrow at quarterback now with 2 backs in the backfield with him. He's going to hand it to Mullen. He lowers his shoulder. Great job by the Newcomerstown defender. They went low and took his legs out, did they, on Braylon Mullen. So that's going to be a loss on the play of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 now for the Mustangs.
The Mustangs are content just letting this play clock go all the way down to 1, snapping the ball, taking as much time off the clock as they can.
3:30 to go in the football game, 28-14. Claymont leads Newcomerstown. Searcy goes in motion now to the other side. Probably going to be a quarterback run, exactly what it was. Nolan McMorrow getting chased down from the back, and he is going to get dropped for a loss on the play. A couple of defenders back there. Tegan Gonter from his linebacker position drops McMorrow in the backfield for another loss on the play to bring up 3rd down and long now for the Mustangs.
Mustangs got to pick up a 1st down if they want to keep the clock moving. If not, you're going to punt the ball right back into Newcomerstown with a chance to score here. And they got all 3 timeouts. Both teams do, Joe.
So the Mustangs have it 3rd down and 14 at the Newcomerstown 48-yard line. Going to have trips receivers here on the near side. Deuces on the far side. Shotgun formation, 5 wide. Golick takes a snap. Drops back, looking. Going to get dropped in the backfield. Looks like Martin Hernandez back there. Also Bryce Gibbs back there for the sack for the Newcomerstown Trojans. Going to bring up 4th down. As it's going to be 4th down and long now for the Mustangs. They're going to have to punt the football away with 2:28 to go here in the football game as Newcomerstown takes a timeout, and we'll keep it right here. And we're going to run down our Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard. Most games in our area are final. Ashland knocks off Dover 42-7. New Philadelphia up on Mansfield Senior 36-12. Looks like New Philadelphia is going to improve to 2-3 on the year. Garfield up on Carrollton 20-0. Strasburg knocks off Sandy Valley 42-7. Indian Valley beat Buckeye Trail 54-16. Girard knocks off Garraway 49-7. Ridgewood shut out East Canton 28-0. Canotton Valley hammered Brownsville, PA 46-7. More scores in a minute. He's going to punt the football away as Nolan McMorrow. The snap is back. It's going to be a high spiraling punt, going to be fielded by Singer at the 25. Breaks out of a tackle to the 30. Up here to almost to the 35-yard line. Gets dropped at about the 33-yard line. That's where the Trojans will have it. 1st and 10, trailing 28-14. More scores on our Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard. Fairless trailing Orville 48-28 in the 4th quarter. Malvern comes from behind to knock off Tusky Valley 14-13. TCC improves to 2-3 on the year as they knock off Federal Hocking 46-6. And Harrison Central, they pick up their first win of the year, knocking off Akron North 41-8. Justice takes the snap out of the shotgun, rolls here to the near side, gets up to the 40 and gets shoved out of bounds. Several penalty flags come flying in. Well behind the play. We'll see what the call is going to be. I would imagine it's going to be a hold maybe on Newcomerstown.
Illegal block on Newcomerstown, Joe.
Yeah, illegal block. That's going to be worse than a hold.
Yep. He blindside blocked him. That's a big no-no. They try to not do that anymore for the safety of the kids. You're just supposed to stand in front of them, put your hands up, and try not to crack back block.
Yep, they call it an illegal block on Newcomerstown. Going to be
blocking penalty on the Trojans. Takes the ball back to the 25-yard line.
So the 25-yard line going to remain 1st down, though. 1st and a long way. 1st down and 20 now for the Trojans. Two wide receivers on the far side, 2 here on the near side. They're calling it 1st and 23. Receiver falls down and in and out of the hands of, looks like number 7, Tanner Smith, as he tripped as he went to the ground trying to catch the football, and it hit him off the shoulder pads. Going to bring up 2nd down now with 2:08 to go in the football game.
The short little passes will get you to the sideline, and that way you have to call timeout, but you got to take a shot sooner or later down the field.
Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. As Justice takes the snap and gets up past the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Calling him down to the 28, under 2 minutes to go now in the football game. Brings up 3rd down and 15. 4 wide receivers, 2x2, shotgun with Shalosky in the backfield with Justice. Justice takes the snap, looking, going to run out of pressure, and then finally gets dropped in the backfield. Number 80 for the Claymont Mustangs. That was Calvin Edwards on the sack of J.J. Justice. And that's going to bring up 4th down and really long now for the Trojans.
Yeah, Trojans got to take a shot here to try to get a 1st down, but Claymont's going to be playing right at this line there where the 1st down looks like we got a timeout by Coach Gadd and the Trojans.
Yeah, so the Newcomerstown Trojans will take a timeout, a Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
I Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartzler's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Welcome back to Lee Stadium as a pass way down the field by J.J. Justice. Looks like it was picked off by number 8. Or is that number 6? That's going to be Drayvon Searcy with the interception way down deep inside Claymont territory. And that's going to be a turnover on the interception by Drayvon Searcy. And that's going to pretty much do it with Newcomerstown with 1 timeout and a minute 10 to go, trailing by 14.
Way to go by Claymont. Improved to 4-1. Looking to next week now, Joe. I mean, they got a big one.
They do. The Claymont Mustangs got a big one on the hill in Sugar Creek next week. Robbie, you and I will be there for that one.
Ooh, doggy.
We got to finish this one up here with a minute 10 to go as they're going to toss it out, and it's going to be dropped in the backfield. Is the ball carrier by the Claymont Mustangs. Looks like that was number 18 on the carry. That was Lucas Tolan.
18, Lucas Tolan.
Looks like Coach Gadd's okay. We're letting it go.
Yeah, he's going to let the clock run out as it's down to 48 seconds now. Second down and 11, but like we were just talking a minute ago, we're going to have a 4-1 Claymont team taking on a 4-1 Garraway team next week on the hill in Sugar Creek. Going to be a good one between the Pirates and Mustangs. First time that the Mustangs are 4-1 since 2017. What a big hit as Tolan goes down in the backfield, and that probably is going to do it. And that will do it. And that's going to be the final score here from Lee Stadium as Claymont improves to 4-1 with a 28-14 win over the Newcomerstown Trojans, who fall to 2-3 on the season. And we're going to take a timeout, come back for our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, wrap it up, and get it back to the guys in the studio. Again, final score, 28-14, Claymont over Newcomerstown. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
The Tuscarawas
Back to the field with Big Z Sports.
Final score, 28-14. Claymont knocks off Newcomerstown to improve to 4-1 on the season. Claymont falls to 2-3. And we are on our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. And, Robbie, what a great effort by both teams here tonight. Great back-and-forth game all night. Claymont just made a couple extra plays to get into the end zone to pull away with a 14-point win.
Yeah, I mean, Buddy White's got to be happy about it, but the way he's looking right now, he's not happy about it. He's got to get he has to get the penalties short up, and he's got to get the turnovers short up, because next week you got one of the big three next week you're going to. So if it's one part of your goal, you want to knock off one of the big three, you got to cut out the penalties, cut out the turnovers, and then play a clean bill of game of football. So Buddy White and company's got their work cut out for him next week. Absolutely, they do. As obviously Brady McGuire will not be able to play in next week's game as well. So is that how it is? Yeah, he got kicked out of the game for I believe he misses at least another game. I have to check the rules, but I'm sure it's one more game. It could be two more games. Okay. But Brady McGuire will miss the game next week for the Claymont Mustangs when they're on the hill in Sugar Creek to take on the Garraway Pirates. Are going to be coming off the mat, as they got beat here tonight as well, 49-7. But let's announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. And I'll start it off tonight, and I'll give my vote to number 6, Drayvon Searcy. And Searcy had a huge game here tonight. The junior running back / linebacker for the Mustangs had him for 20 carries, 120 yards, a touchdown, and a pick on defense. But that's my vote for the McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Robbie, your thoughts? I'm going to go with number 6, too, Drayvon Searcy. He had a lot of tackles on defense, made the pick down here to steal the game. He ran the ball really hard tonight, and proud of that young kid. Yep, so. Absolutely. Drayvon Searcy is our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and big game for him. 20 carries, 120 yards, a touchdown, and a pick in Claymont's 28-14 win here tonight at Lee Stadium over the Newcomerstown Trojans. Thanks to the Claxon Communications crew tonight. Jaron Aber always doing a great job for us. And Big Z Sports appreciates all the hard work. We got here. He's all set up, had us secured here at the top of the press box. And he always does a great job, does Jaron, and we appreciate him producing for Claxon Communications and Big Z Sports. Big thanks to Chris Kale, Roger Metzger, Adam Sweski back in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Studios for holding the fort down during halftime. And, of course, coming up in our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, the best postgame show in the state of Ohio. Robbie, final thoughts here tonight? What a game, man. I mean, Claymont's 4-1, first time since 2017. Newcomerstown has a road ahead of them. They have Strasburg, who's undefeated. They have Malvern coming up. So they have a long hill to climb here in a couple weeks. But Claymont, 4-1 going into next week, and they've had that game circled too. So you start IVC South play next week, and Coach White and them got their work cut out with Jason Wallach and the Pirates. They do, and we know they'll get right back after it tomorrow morning. Robbie, great job as always, my man. You too, my man. And again, final score here at Lee Stadium, 28-14, Claymont wins. For Robbie Anderson, I'm Joe Geckler saying, so long, everybody.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.